the shit, all that stuff.
There we have it.
Hey, Luis, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the kind words. Uh,
Already?
yeah, I guess it was his 18th birthday recently. Happy birthday, man.
Happy belated.
Cool.
Or happy
Especially
early.
18.
No, early birthday.
Oh, okay, early
Or
birthday.
Tuesday. It says Tuesday. So cool.
Happy early birthday for Tuesday. Mr. D-Man Bobby, hello there. Uh, Pretty much we're just talking about whatever, just hanging out for a little while. Hey, Jedizilla. Thank you, everyone out there, for the kindness of coming by. For those that don't know, Bloodsport is getting a release overseas. I believe is it Germany?
Yes, it's in Germany.
Is it a 4K or 4K Blu-ray?
It's a 4K Ultra HD.
Okay. I wonder. Obviously, the rights for that is maybe iffy in the U.S., but I wonder if like Vinegar Syndrome will one day release that since they're doing now martial arts films like Sidekicks. They're doing Chuck Norris.
I don't know if the rights would be iffy here because Warner Brothers released it in theaters, so I would assume that they would own it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just either lazy. It's laziness definitely, and then they probably want too much money if they give it to like Shout Factory or something. So that's probably why.
Yeah, don't give it a Shout Factory. Please don't.
At this point, no. I don't want greasy cases and everything.
Uh, hey, Justin W. Thanks for coming by. GMK, that's a good one. Still a good Godzilla. One of the better ones. I still like the 1998 movie, saw in the theater. That's still a fun movie. Cool. Haven't seen it.
It was.
How about you?
I just finished watching it.
Right off the bat. What
I
happened if you
will
said it?
never. I have it in my contract where it will never be sold.
Yeah, that was a request I got, and it's like comparing. I don't know. I think I said if watching Peter Pan to second a Peter Pan Pecker. I mean, it just what can I say? 2014 is garbage.
Yes, an abomination.
Yes, I know I screwed up in the video. I said Stan Winston. I meant to say Jim Henson. I know for the effects. I don't know why. Just get so angry at the movie 2014, just slip of the tongue.
Yeah, you were discombobulated. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
And I did not see the Little Mermaid trailer. I don't care.
Black Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
As long as Eddie Murphy is the king, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, fuck Prey. Prey sucks.
Anything's better than Prey.
Yeah, still a great movie. How did you first see that? It was on VHS? The 1990?
Yeah, I had a cousin that had them on VHS, and then he gave them all to me.
Oh, so very cool.
That's how I watched a lot of that growing up.
Oh, very cool. Stranger Boy, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, close. Pretty close, yeah. And I don't even know which is worse. I think 2014 is worse because they have more money and they still screwed it up.
Of course. And Megan Fox.
Oh, thank you, Justin. Yeah, that was a fun episode. Although I'm not really big on Tyler, but Raphael was pretty cool. At least he's tits ass in that. Unlike being a big pussy in the 2012 cartoon.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know how much of that show you've seen. I know you've talked about it.
I've seen none of it, but I've heard horrible things about it. So that's why I didn't even bother.
Hey, John, hope you're doing well. Well, I don't care about the new Pinocchio. He didn't sniff ass. I don't care.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
And then it They have a black gay fairy godfather or something. I don't know.
I didn't even know that, but it shows how in the loop I am about that stuff.
Yep.
As Indiana Jones, okay.
Oh God. Yeah. The Ark of the Covenant ain't gonna be in New York because it would be too easy if it was there. So I gotta go find it in the desert. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the Winnie the Pooh trailer. I mean, it's good marketing because they'll make money because people watch it regardless, either to laugh at or with it. But it does bring up an interesting conversation about I believe after 95 years, the public domain, and about what other characters in the future for public domain could be utilized in these other fashions, whether you like it or not. Like, I know Steamboat Willie, or part of that goes public domain 2024 for Mickey Mouse. So it does make me wonder, like, with that and others, Popeye, all that stuff, a lot of these characters will be close to public domain. So it does make you wonder, what do you think will be the aspects in the future that people will do with these characters? Will it be stuff like this? Will it be other stuff? Will it be
I think it's
more of
going to
this?
be a little bit of everything. People are going to try to do whatever they want with the characters. That's just me.
No, I mean, that's not you. They'll make porn movies out of them. They'll make,
I mean, well, they already have, so there's that.
well, yeah, no, it'll be like a Triple X parody or whatever the hell that's called, or
Oh God.
Mickey Mouse rolling Minnie Mouse with his 3 fingers, bowling ball style. Popeye is like a killer, punching people through their chest because he's addicted to spinach.
I mean, I'll watch that. That sounds like fun.
I probably would too, but let's see. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I mean, it seems like for a while they've been out of ideas.
Yep.
I mean, what was the last Disney film you liked that you can remember?
Like original Disney movie?
Sure. Yeah.
Probably Toy Story 3, and that was 12 years ago. Ever since then, I have not been paying attention because it's either Marvel or it's Star Wars or it's Frozen or it's a live action remake of an animated movie, and I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck John Cena.
Exactly.
Maybe Chosen.
Because Chosen stole the show in season 5. I'll just say that.
That's cool, John. Good luck with those reviews. Yeah, good luck with Max Payne. That was such a missed opportunity with that movie.
Awful movie.
Because great game. I think I have it for PS2. I believe you have the game as well?
I have it on PlayStation 2 and PC.
When did you first play that game, Max Payne?
Yeah, I first played it. There was a yard sale that I went to where I used to live. There was a yeah, seriously. There was a yard sale like around the corner from my house, but it was only the disc, but not all the levels worked. There was like 2 levels that didn't work. And then I found it like at Walmart for $20 brand new, like a little while later.
Oh, wow.
But I remember when it came out, I remember, I think it might have still been extended play before it was called X Play. And I remember them reviewing it and they were like, oh yeah, it's like John Woo influenced. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll like that. And yeah, ever since then, I've been a huge fan of the first 2 games in particular. The third game's okay, but it's not as good as the first 2.
Yeah. I think the only one I played is the first one, but I remember that being quite a bit of fun. Favorite Dracula actor? I like Duncan from the Monster Squad. I think he does a really good job.
Duncan Reger, yeah.
Yeah. Favorite. That until I come up with one, that's why. You know what? I still like Bela Lugosi. I'm a fan of the way he attacked. I'd probably say that's my personal favorite.
Me too.
I like the way he played it. A lot of people mimicked it, but he's the one that did it that way, his way. Yeah, I saw that in Predators. Yeah,
I'll
Popeye
pass.
muscles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Popeye movie. Yeah, it'd be someone. They should have done that instead. The guy is also doing a Peter Pan horror film. The director. Yeah, it's a good impression.
Oh, you're all
Popeye, serial,
welcome.
Popeye, serial killer man. Open people like a tin can.
There we go.
Here you go. Question for Fabio.
Old
Old
Power
Power Rangers.
Rangers. Fuck the new Ninja Turtles. Fuck all of it after 2009.
Hey, Bod Zombie. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. Nice guy.
Turtles Forever should have been the end.
Yeah. Did Down have the worst Bond run?
Well, I think Daniel Craig has more bad Bond movies than good Bond movies.
Yeah.
The only ones I liked was Casino Royale and Skyfall. Quantum of Solace is okay. I don't mind it. But Spectre was not good, and No Time to Die was not good either.
I guess technically, I mean, is that fair? But because he only did one film, George Lazenby.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Timothy Dalton, I like both of them, and he didn't make any bad ones. Pierce Brosnan,
Half and
those
half.
are actually two of my favorites. GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies. So, Sean Connery, Roger Moore. I mean, I guess in a way, I didn't. I still haven't seen the new one. I don't care to. No Time to
You're
Die.
not missing much.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. Uh, I mean, I don't know. If it was done in the '70s, it'd be some. They've done some weird movies in the '70s, so I guess it wouldn't surprise me in the '70s. Nowadays, it just wouldn't work. I mean, I don't know how you get a gun that big to fit his hand.
True.
That'd be like a gun like as big as Empire State Building. It'd be a bazooka. But nah, he's not needed for that. He's not John Wick or anything. Nah, I don't watch Death Battle, but no, I did not know they did that.
Neither did I.
Well, they done one where Sherlock Holmes went after, I think, Jack the Ripper, I believe. I want to say Michael Caine was in it.
Yeah, I think
That
you're
might,
right.
so it could work. Yeah, I enjoy both those movies. Then they try to do that TV show, and now they're thinking Nick Cage will be a part of it. I mean, I don't have Disney Plus, so I don't care. But I like. What do you think of the National Treasure movies?
I really like both of them. I wish that they would have did a third one. I think it's too late now. But I
Yeah,
enjoy both of them.
yeah, I like the clues. I like a lot of those films where they deal with secret caves and entrances and clues and all that. Hey, Flash Flex. Roll covers Terminator. Who would win? I go with RoboCop.
Yeah, me too. I'll stay with RoboCop.
Mr. D-Man agrees with you. Toy Story.
I don't know about all that, but
Yeah, I mean, it could be a problem with a lot of franchises where they just overstep their boundaries, and you don't need all of the spin-offs. Just keep it simple. That's what made it work. A guy who his dog died, and he was murdered, and the dog was murdered. He got revenge. Like, keep it simple. You don't need all the spin-offs to just dilute the pond, so to speak, when you start doing that, especially if they're really crappy. How you feel about that?
I agree with you. I don't. Why does there need to be all these spinoffs? To me, the appeal of John Wick is John Wick, not the other stuff that's going on. I want to see
Yeah,
him. I don't want to see everything else.
yeah, exactly. So I don't get the point of it either. Favorite National Lampoon films? Wow, my personal favorite is Loaded Weapon One. I love that movie. That still doesn't have an official Blu-ray, sadly. My least favorite, National Lampoon's Last Resort was pretty bad. Uh, I don't know if you've seen that with Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, that movie is awful.
Uh, I mean, National Lampoon's Vacation's a classic. Loaded Weapon was probably my personal favorite, but
That'd be my favorite as well.
okay. How about least favorite?
That last resort.
Yeah, that's I thought I had seen that, but I got for some reason confused with Dream a Little Dream 2. I don't know how, but I guess because they're very weird, cartoony movies.
Yeah. Dream a Little Dream 2 doesn't really have much to do with the first one except the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I have
hell,
not.
the first Dream a Little Dream is weird.
Yeah, that's true. No, I haven't played those, but I think Fabio, you played them. And
Mm-hmm.
which one do you like better between those two?
The second one I like more because I like the twists in the story.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some really good twists in the second one.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish that Mike Barnes was in it a little bit more, but it was nice to see him.
I
But
guess
yeah,
this one's from. Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
Chosen was definitely the best part of season 5.
Guess this one's from me. What was the hardest? God, the whole game was hard. It was a lot of fun, but it was pretty hard.
Yep.
The one with the androids where you can't use weapons and they're just kicking your ass, and that's the worst level. That should have been cut out of the game, but I still really like the game. A lot of people don't like Death Battle. I barely know what that is. Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of actors are butthurt. This one's for Fabio.
No, I've never heard of those. I don't know what those are.
Ritual's a pretty decent creature feature. People go out in the woods camping. Creature kind of looks into your fears. That's a decent one. Hey, Frothizzle. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. With a good guy here, Fabio. Great guy, great friend. Stand-up dude.
Well, thank you.
Well, just being honest. Oh, okay. That's the Mr. Sorry about that. World Cup, great movie. So is the
Cool.
sequel. Sequel's underrated. Never even heard of California Pizza Kitchen. I don't even know what that is.
Never been there. I don't think there's any near here. I don't think there's any near where I live.
All right, John. Probably getting emotional because he knows that's probably going to be the last time he's doing, to be honest. He's 80 years old.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just going to be garbage.
I mean, what is he going to say? Hey, come see this movie. It's going to be garbage. It's going to be shit. Like
but he'll say that later, like they always do. When the movie's coming out, they have to be nice and they have to promote it, and then 2 years later they can say whatever they want because the contract expired.
I mean, let me ask
Hamilton. Now Linda Hamilton was like, "Oh well, Terminator: Dark Fate was awful, and we didn't have a finished script, and blah blah." I'm like, "Oh, but when it was coming out, it was a different story."
Exactly. I was going to say, for anyone in the chat, let me ask you: does anyone even look forward to Indiana Jones 5? And if you do, feel free to let me know why. I'm not going to mock you or anything. I'm just very curious. But for people in the chat, let me know if you're interested. Yeah, exactly. Don't eat Soylent Green. It's made of pedestrians. It's made of people. Fuck Seth MacFarlane. Sorry, he gets on my nerves at times. Well, you had the Robin Williams film back then. As for a new one, I mean, they were going to do that CG Popeye movie, and then that got canceled or whatever the deal was with that, and the company made that stupid emoji movie.
Yeah, because that's what people wanted to see.
I was against a bomb. No one did want to see it.
Mm-hmm. Did they do an Angry Birds movie or no?
Yeah, they've done two of them.
It was so good that I forgot all about it.
Yeah, they've done two of them.
Oh, two, even better.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, Justin W. Exactly. Exactly. Die Another Day is really bad. A lot of the CGI, the surfing, the ice, it tried to be too ridiculous. I know the older James Bonds, it just like really bad CGI, and it tried to be Triple X because Triple X had come out and was a hit, and good movie. I like the first Triple X. It tried to be like that with like Bond now doing some extreme sports stuff at the beginning, and I don't know, like the laser beam in the sky or something, and the plane. Was that enough? I don't remember. And I've seen that movie 3 times and I don't remember it. So Die Another Day is worse.
Everything about Die Another Day is awful. Everything.
Exactly. Animated movie? No. I know he's doing the Black Adam movie, but animated movie? No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for Black Adam because they showed it before Jaws, and I was just like, yeah, we've seen this before.
Oh, no problem, frame by frame. No problem. I've never seen it. I think a lot of that is BS. I want to believe, but I think a lot of times they push for something because if nothing happened, they figured no one would watch. So I'm very cynical on that. I don't know how Fabio feels about those type of shows.
I look at it this way: they gave Demi Lovato a ghost show, so I don't pay attention to any of that.
Who's Demi Lovato?
She started, I think, on Barney. I think she was on Barney when she was a kid, and then, like Selena Gomez, she was on Disney Channel, and then she became a singer, and now she's more famous for being a crackhead than anything else. So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those I'm very cynical because it's like a lot of stuff on YouTube. A lot of like, this is a real ghost evidence. I'm like, I don't know. I call out BS on it.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was writing memoir. I don't know jack about Halloween Ends, nor do I care because it will suck. It's going to suck. Just like the new Hellraiser will suck. The only difference is Pinhead's got a badge or whatever it is. Evil Dead Rise, I don't care. Rise my balls into your mouth movie. I don't care. Do you care about any of these like new?
Nope. Why should I? They don't care. Why should I care?
Hey there. Hope you're doing well.
I'm a big Halloween fan, as I'm sure everyone knows, but it's like, just stop. Just stop it. How many movies is this now? 13, 12, 13? It's like
it's probably 13 because there was 8. The 2 Rob Zombies.
10. 13. Yeah, you're right. 13. And it's like, just stop. Enough. Like, enough already.
It never stopped because made money.
And they already, like, everyone's like, this is going to be the last one. They already said that they're going to make more. Like, because after this one, the rights revert back to the Akkad family. So they're going to make more. Like, what is so hard for people to figure out?
It's never over.
And yeah, in the words of Rambo, nothing is over.
Hey John, Fly One, good guy. Hope you're doing well, man. I don't even know what that is, so sorry, man. Never heard of Don't Worry, Darling.
It's Olivia Wilde's new movie.
So is there controversy about it?
Yeah, because Shia LaBeouf was going to be in it, and then he got fired. And they said that he was like being inappropriate, and then he said, no, that's not why I got fired. I got fired because people don't know what they're doing, and they're just yelling and screaming at everyone and stuff like that. And then apparently Olivia Wilde's losing her mind, and she's cheating on her husband and all this other crazy shit. I don't fucking care. Like, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, I have no interest. What do you feel about Shia LaBeouf nowadays? You feel like he's kind of cleaned himself up? Yeah.
Yeah, he's sober, which is good. I'm glad that he's sober. And, he's done a bunch of interviews lately, and he said he regretted a lot of things and doing and saying a lot of things. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a start. That's a good thing. So slowly but surely.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked him as an actor. I liked Eagle Eye. I liked him in Indiana Jones 4.
Mm-hmm.
Never hated them like other people did. I like Disturbia. Have you seen Disturbia?
I have not.
Okay, that's for those out there who don't know. That's sort of a Rear Window, but teenager. It's pretty good. David Morse is in it. Carrie Ann Moss plays the mom.
Okay, cool.
That's a good one. Midnight Express. A long time ago. I don't remember my feelings on it. I know it was a pretty big film of its time. Have you seen it?
Great movie.
Hey, John. Thank you for the kind words. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm sure
True,
they will
very
when.
true. Yeah.
Okay, Clarence Boddicker. Ooh, I would say my dry eyes. I'd be trying to do that later on. Total Recall. I don't know, Kurtwood Smith did a really great job, so I wouldn't replace him. But I think like Brad Dourif, that would be interesting. But Kurtwood Smith did a great job in that. Bitches leave.
Which Paul Verhoeven did not know what that meant, and he kept saying it. Because on the making of, they're like, yeah, he would just like randomly say it all the time. Yes, the bitches, they will come and they will leave, and the bitches leave, and they're like, Paul, you can't say that. I guess his English was not the best at the time that they made the movie, so.
Yeah, I don't know about Death Battle. Sorry. Hey, CD Demon. Not sure if I've seen you on here before, but hello there. Welcome. We would like more.
I would say Jonah Hill, because Jonah Hill doesn't have meltdowns when people don't like his movies.
Yeah, and I've seen him give pretty good performances and stuff
Right.
like War Dogs and Wolf of Wall Street. He was good in Wolf of Wall Street, so I would go with him. And he's not screwing up Ninja Turtles either. So, and he didn't do Santa Inc. So I would go with Jonah Hill as well. I like all three. I think all three John Wick films are great. Love all three of them.
The
Two is a
third
bit
one's my
underrated.
favorite.
Which one?
3. The third one's my favorite.
Yeah, I love that. I would say two's underrated because people are now giving that film crap, which I don't agree with.
Why?
I think
I'm failing to see
I
what the
think Lance
problem is.
Reddick gave it crap for some reason, probably because he's barely in it. I don't know.
Well, did the check clear? Yeah. Did you come back for part 3? Yeah. Then what are you complaining about?
Complain the Resident Evil show's canceled. Good. I'm glad it's canceled.
Yeah.
Should have been canceled before it started. Yeah, I mean, they'll hype it up for 5 minutes. It's like Stream 5. Stream 5 is so great, now no one talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho Shark, don't even know what that is. Is Norman Bates a shark?
Yeah. Jack Frost, I agree. Dream a Little, Dream 2 is awful.
I can watch it for what it is. I'd probably say I like it more than the first because the first never engaged me. But
I could not get into it. The only thing I like is that Robin Lively's in it.
Well, of course, Daniel Harris wants work.
That's one of the rumors, though. One of the rumors is they're going to do another like trilogy, and it's going to focus on like they're going to pretend Halloween 5 and 6 never existed, and it's going to pick up after 4. That's one of the rumors I'm hearing.
How could it be after 6 though? When the character died, Jamie.
No, they're going to ignore 6.
Oh, okay.
Like
after
they did
5.
with this last one, where they ignored everything after part 1.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna like it's gonna pick up after part 4. So I guess she'll be in the hospital or whatever because she killed or tried to kill her mom, or they'll do something with that.
I don't even know if they would do that because those films and Daniel Harris is. I mean, whatever you feel about Jamie Lee Curtis, people still recognize her from the original film.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of people that don't know who Daniel Harris is. I mean, obviously Halloween film, but I mean, like the mainstream, that's how they look to. They don't really care about the fans. At least that's how I think.
Of course.
Cool. Haven't played Max Payne 3. Cool. Got some love for Max Payne 3. Never played it, so sorry, I can't say anything about it.
Never played it either.
Oh, hey, how's it going in Argentina? Very cool. I've seen X. I reviewed it on the channel. If you want to see an old ass woman kill people because she's horny and can't get laid, there's your A24 horror film you can watch.
Because that's
I
what
have
I
a
was going
review
to
of
watch.
it. I have a review of that on the channel Spike. I was not a fan, but I'm not a fan of most A24 horror films. I don't even know if you've seen any of those A24 horror films.
The only one I've seen is Men.
Yeah.
And that was a wonderful movie. And wasn't They Them A24? Or no?
I know it's the Peacock. I can't remember.
Yeah, that movie can suck my cock. That was awful.
Yes, Alien 3 still eats ass. Is it underrated though? I mean, I love Taken, but I don't know if it's underrated. I think people like it. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't see that trailer. Fuck that. Oh, it's very cool. Did they? I didn't even know. Does people complain about that?
I guess. I don't know.
Hey, very nice guy, La Crypta Video Club. Hello there. Peace to you. Done some cool VHS tapes. Army of Darkness, The Shining, Avatar. This is for Fabio.
I
He's
love
done
it.
some
I just
videos on
watched
Cobra
season
Kai.
5 before we went live, and I think it's the best season yet.
Toa Meltdown 2, hello there. I don't even care either way. I don't watch their.
Now that you said that, they're going to change it.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. That's very cool. I'll give it a look, Crates. Very cool. Okay. California pizza. Not sure what that means. Look young. You mean
I
look
think
good? I always like Crystal Skull.
de-aging,
Oh,
because apparently they're de-aging him for the new Indiana Jones movie.
why though?
Because reasons.
You know what, Sally? I would not be surprised by that, and they'll still say it's a love letter because that's what they do a lot. And I don't get
because
it.
they want people to watch it, so that's why they say things like that.
Shadow Combat, hello there, man. Favorite World Cup quote: "Bitches leave." Let me think. Can you fly, Bobby? Probably that one. Let's see, do you have a favorite?
Mine. Probably Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me.
It's a good one. Good actor. I have really no issues, problems with him. Stuff I see him in, he's done a good job. John C. Reilly. He was in Constant Island, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the best parts in that. So, yeah, good actor. Yeah, I think John Williams says his last piece of music he's going to be doing. So, I mean, which is too bad as for that. But, oh well.
Well, I mean, the guy's in his 90s. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, surprised he didn't retire sooner and just, enjoy life. Bane Switch, yeah. Aren't they all?
so far they have been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is when I asked who's looking forward to it. Yeah, Bobby, no. Justin W. Yeah, Indiana Jones 4. I like the way it ended with him and Marion marrying. I thought that was a good bookend to the first movie. Kiss my ass, it's Allie. Hell no, it's Allie. Nah. Who cares? It's Allie. I would actually agree with that. Nah, tired of Disney. Yeah, so am I. We're all tired of Disney.
Yes, all of us. But we said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. Um, maybe one day. It's a tough game, but it's a fun game. Path of Neo. You know, it's fun. Uh, I don't think you see the Emoji Movie.
Why would I ever want to watch that?
Uh, I wouldn't be surprised. They've done to a lot of other stuff, so would not be surprised. I,
Stingray from Cobra Kai might be able to take Drill Bit Taylor. We'll see. I guess I'll die another day.
well, they failed because the film bombed and it was completely ridiculed and it was embarrassing and there was nothing hip about it. So they failed on that. Oh yeah, the Queen of England died. I'm sorry, I wasn't there. It wasn't my time to watch her. I don't know what to say. That's how James Bond would say. I don't know. Shit happens. I don't know what he would say. It's too bad. I mean, I don't know.
How did Aladdin 2 get greenlit when the first one flopped?
I have no idea.
Oh, well.
I would go with the first Tremors because I'm looking at it right now. I'll pick that because I have it right there. It's a really cool set.
Mine would be the Shaw Scope Volume 1.
Cool. What were some of the movies in that? That's Shaw Brothers, right?
Yeah, Five Deadly Venoms is in that, and then the sequel, Crippled Avengers. I think 36 Chamber of Shaolin is in it, and the sequel, and I don't remember the rest of them. And then their Volume 2 comes out in November, and then they said they're doing at least 2 more.
Oh, okay. So, I haven't heard of that, but that's cool to hear. I like them both. I mean, he does a great job in both. I can't really choose because I really like Clean Soper, but I also really like Beetlejuice and stuff. So it'd be hard for me to pick which I prefer. Paws of Fury. Never even heard of Paws of Fury.
Neither have I.
Um, I do like it. I like the sequel as well. I'd probably say I like the sequel a bit more, Roy Scheider and John Lithgow, but I like both of them. Have you seen either of those?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both good, but yeah, I think I like the sequel a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, Roy Scheider is always great to see him in movies.
Oh, yeah.
Great underrated actor. So I don't know what that is. So sorry, man. Hey, Trevor. The ones without grease on them.
Exactly. That was just what I was about to say.
I mean, they have released a decent amount of stuff that, I mean, I wish there were more features, but I like that Icon One Piece did get a release, although that needed a lot more features. Leviathan, I'm glad that got a release, although I wish the features weren't the effect. Well, it's not the company, it's the effects guys. It's their honest opinion. I just disagree with them. But it's nice that Leviathan got released, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift got released, Watchers 2 got a release. So it's cool that some of these films get released. I do appreciate that. I just don't kiss their ass like a lot of people do. The Blob remake, I'm glad they got a decent amount of features, but I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. But I guess those are some that I did like. What were some of the ones you liked?
The Friday the 13th box set, Nightbreed. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I Come in Peace. I just wish the features were better. Cobra, because I like Cobra, so yeah.
Yeah, Cobra's
Those
cool.
would be among my favorites, yeah.
Ooh. I go with Shawshank Redemption out of those three, but I like all three of
Me
them.
too.
Kevin Smith's a fucking idiot. And I heard the rumor about Clerks 3 and what it's about. It pisses me off, and I'm sure it's going to be beloved. And I'm going to spoil it, and so be warned, people. 3, 2, 1. Dante fucking dies at the end. Because Randall had a heart attack at the beginning. Rosario Dawson's dead before the movie starts. Because she died in childbirth or something. And then Dante sees the movie that they finish and he dies at the end.
Because that's what people want to see.
Now, hey, if that's not true, good. But I would not be surprised. And that's like early reviews, unless they were fucked with me. But fuck that movie. Yeah, that's great for a comedy. I don't care that I spoiled it. I don't care. Cobra K, I don't know what that is. Probably still better than Clerks 3.
Cobra Kai, I think he meant.
Oh.
But yeah, Cobra Kai is better than Clerks 3.
I liked it. Would I call it underrated? I mean, I always liked the film. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I do like it.
Never seen it. I've only ever seen the first 2 Mission Impossibles, and then I gave up after that.
Hey, Psycho Hobo. First off, I did get your request. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Color Out of Space. Very trippy, interesting Nicolas Cage film. I didn't watch the Kobe Bryant era. I watched more of the old school era, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, and then I haven't watched it for so long. I watched like clips and stuff, but I just don't have the time to watch a full game. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, the guy did a really good job. The horror stop motion, he really knew how to. That's very tough to do, and I commend anyone that takes that much time to do it. That was very cool to do. Very cool to see. That was a very nice to see. It was something, like you said, creative. I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, the remake I wasn't even big on, and Evil Dead Rise I don't really care about. Fabio, what is your favorite year for cinema?
Maybe 1989, based on just the summer of 1989.
Well, yeah, you had Lethal Weapon
Batman,
2.
you had Lethal Weapon 2, you had License to Kill, you had Star Trek 5, you had Ghostbusters 2, you had Kickboxer, you had Cyborg,
Back to the Future 2.
Back to the Future 2. So yeah.
Yeah, compare that to this summer. That's pretty sad.
Do you hear the crickets outside? There you go.
Well, yeah, but that's Sam Raimi wasn't interested in that. He would then go on to Spider-Man, and he was busy with Spider-Man. That's going to be the bigger payday than Evil Dead. Halloween, if HBO was the end of it, I'd be fine with it, because I like, other than because of the issues, the different masks, because of the, I do like H2O for what it is, and I like the way that ended, and I thought Jamie Lee Curtis' character was better portrayed as an alcoholic, but still living her life than this bug-eyed 2018 psycho bitch.
Trying to be Rambo.
Yeah.
Trying to be Charles Bronson from Death Wish.
And it didn't work because she failed anyway. He just walked out of the fire and be like, hey, fireman, just come at me, bro.
It was so stupid. And then I'm hearing for Halloween Ends, Michael's not the killer, so we'll see what happens. So now they're ripping off Friday the 13th movies.
Or I don't know. I just haven't watched it in a long time. I can't tell you heads or tails about wrestling nowadays.
Well, when they went PG and, it was Super Cena and it was the same shit all the time, yeah, that's when it wasn't cool anymore.
I think for me, when John Cena got into the picture and he was everywhere, and I'm like, I don't get it. This guy, I don't think he can wrestle in the ring. I don't think he can talk in the mic. His character, how you want to call it, is fake and phony, and I don't buy him at all. And this is the top guy for like 10 years, it felt like. That's what it felt like. I don't know how long it was. I'm like, I don't care about this. Yeah, you had Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Steve Austin, The Rock. I don't care about John Cena. Never did. So
Nope.
that's for me.
And people didn't care about him from the beginning, because if you go back and look at a lot of those pay-per-views, he got booed, but they won't ignore that. When you watch WrestleMania 21 and he won the world title, only half the crowd was cheering.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Hey, good guy here, Phantasma. Hope you're doing well. I have seen Cloak and Dagger. It was a long, long time ago. I know it dealt with Henry Thomas, and I think Dabney Coleman, and I think it was like a video game that something was hidden in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time, but I think who directed that?
I can't remember.
But it's been a long time. I know, yeah, Vinegar Syndrome released it. Looks like a cool set. I haven't picked it up because I'm cheap. But that's why I like to revisit again. But it's been a while since I've seen it. But I remember not being too bad of a movie. Have you seen that film?
Yeah, it's a good one. I definitely want to get the Vinegar Syndrome release.
What do you remember liking about it? Because I'm very vague on the details.
I like the concept of, like, again, there was something hidden, like, in the video game, and he was the only one that could figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely one I need to give another look again. Yeah. There'll be another one called Halloween. There'll be another one called Halloween. It was just called just H.
There we go.
Hallow. That's a new horror film. I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it.
I have no desire to watch it.
Day Shift. I haven't seen that. I've heard of the Jamie Foxx film. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe one day. Could be fun. I mean, I'm not his keeper. I still think he's a dick. I think he's a good actor. I think he's a great comedian. I think it's just funny that over 10 years of ignoring Harold Ramis, and then now he goes on interviews like that Stripes Blu-ray 4K I got, and he's talking all these nice things about Harold Ramis. Well, I mean, you ignored him for over 10 years, douche. All that time lost because I don't know, going through a divorce or what the fuck your personal issues wasn't Harold Ramis. And I think honestly, Bill Murray was a bit bug up his ass because other than Scrooge, which I love, his most well-known films was with Harold Ramis.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Stripes. I think even a little bit behind the scenes, Meatballs. Maybe not Meatballs, but Caddyshack, that one. Caddyshack, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Stripes. Harold Ramis was there. And now Groundhog Day, probably other than What About Bob, is a big film in the 90s, and Harold Ramis directed it. I think he had to bug up his ass about it, and he didn't admit it. I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on Bill Murray.
Yeah, and I think that, a bunch of those movies, like you said, that weren't Harold Ramis, a lot of those movies didn't do well. So I think, he was also pissed off about that. And then, I think he was getting divorced at the time, and he just took it out on Harold Ramis for no reason. So it was just
Yeah.
him not being able to control his emotions, and he took it out on other people that didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and it just, I'm not going to handcuff him, put his head to the fire, but I mean, when I read that Harold Ramis's was a daughter, it's like, well, the guy like ignores me and never contacts. I'm like, well, that's a bit fucked up. I mean, hey, I'm not in I'm not in Bill Murray's mind. It's just funny that he said no to all this stuff, and now it's like, yeah, I'll do Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'll do all these interviews, and then that I would not. I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't like this, 15, 20 years ago. It's too bad. Too little, too late, Bill. That's what I would say.
I agree. Just like you said, he just had a bug up his ass for probably no reason, and we could have got a Ghostbusters 3 with everybody, but I guess that was too much. Because that's what we need.
I don't know. Is that Amber Turd or is that Jada Pinkett?
Maybe both. Maybe they're
I don't know
tag
what that
team.
Is. Oh God, that made me burp just thinking of that.
There you go.
Good luck. I don't care to see it. He has some weird takes. That I like him as an actor. I don't understand some of his tapes.
He's another lunatic.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't think he gets it.
Fabio did mention before he did love it. In fact, you said it was your favorite season so far, I believe.
Oh yeah, I would say it not only is it my favorite, but I think it was the best season so far.
Hey Z10, hope you're doing well. Nope, was a request of that. Was a request of that.
Now that you said that, you'll get one.
Oh boy, Vader. I'll go with Vader. Never saw The Boys.
Neither
I know
have
Carl Urban's in it. I like Carl Urban, but I haven't seen it. I don't even know I don't know
Hopefully.
At this point. Yeah.
Well, I don't know because it's The Rock, but we'll see.
Yeah. Two actors you like or would like to star in a movie together. I mean, that's a big list. I mean, like, God, that is a big list.
Well, if they would have got their egos set aside, Van Damme and Seagal back in the day.
Yeah, that's definitely one. I mean, even like Bruce Campbell and Robert Englund, because I'm surprised those two have never worked together since they've been so many horror movies.
Never worked together.
I mean, I wish John Candy and Stallone did that Bartholomew versus Deaf Neighbor movie. That would have been great to see. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, pretty much the way he talks. You need to forget about it.
You and everybody else.
John Candy. I miss him still. Summer Rental needs a Blu-ray. Someone please put that out somehow, man. Because the director passed away, sadly, Carl Reiner, and then John Candy passed away. Richard Crenna, like a lot of people, fun comedy. You ever seen an episode of the Smurfs where what was it, where Papa Smurf beat the shit out of a guy with a red hat? You see that episode? You see that? And John Candy threatens the guy. He's eating his bed. I don't think Fabio's.
Again, why would I ever want to watch that?
But hey, if you want to request it, feel free.
I mean, feel free, but I might die in the course of watching it. So,
well, they're wrong because Price sucks balls, and John Wick 2 is way better than that piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
So they're flat out wrong on that one. Jennifer Connelly, I'll pick.
I agree with you.
Vicky Guerrero, I forgot about her. Yeah, when she was doing that shtick, hello, what was it? She would like announce, "Hey everybody," or "Hello" to the crowd. Yeah, it was just
She
very
would always
annoying.
come out and go, "Excuse me."
That's what it was.
Shut the fuck up. And then my mom was like, "Oh, is Miss Vicky coming out?" I'm like, "That's not what they call her, but yeah, sure."
Nah, sorry, Michael. I haven't heard of Primal, the series. Sorry, never
And the
heard of
only
it.
reason why she stayed there so long is because Eddie signed a new contract before he died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's still too bad, man.
Yeah.
I really didn't listen to her music, so I
Nope,
guess
not
not.
really.
Hey, Derek, I know you messaged me on Facebook. I won't mention it, but I just say wish you the best. He's going through some problems. He won't be on for a while, but hey, wish you the best, man. I won't give any details, but just take it day by day. And that's all we can do, man. Just wishing you the best. Hearts go out to you, man. No problem, no worries if you can't stop on by. Just wish you the best, man. That's all the best we can do is take it day by day. So,
Exactly.
hey, Nolan, thanks for stopping by. Well, Halloween 3 would have, but people hated so much that they're like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. Would have been interesting to see, but that was too different. And so, nope. They wanted Michael Myers back, and then that's what you got for till today. Yeah, I mean, tell the people back then. I mean, I wasn't even born back then, so well,
Neither
what year
was
was
I.
Halloween
So.
3? What year was Halloween 3?
82.
Yeah, so I wasn't born, so it wasn't my fault. It wasn't his fault. But blame the people
Yeah,
that
it's got nothing to do with me. Shit, if I was alive, I would have went and saw it.
oh hey, Nolan, straight out of Compton. How's it going, man?
Honestly, Halloween 3 is my favorite one overall. So
Yeah, I always like Halloween 3. But yeah, be careful in Compton, man. Straight out of Compton. Which is better than Scout Taylor straight out of Compton.
oh, come on. She
Favorite...
was nice. She was nice when I met her.
Okay. Well, that's good then. Favorite movie poster? God,
That's like an oxymoron.
favorite movie poster. I like Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. That's one that always pops in my head. I always love the look of that poster.
They just put the toy out for that.
Ah, very cool.
The NECA, whatever. I don't know what they call it now, but they just put out Jason from Part 7.
I would also go with Cobra, and then this poster, as simple as it is. I love the
There we
arrow reflected. Those would be some of my favorite posters. How about you?
Again, it's kind of an oxymoron, but Blade Runner, I've always loved the Blade Runner poster.
That's a
Escape
good
from New
one.
York. I love Escape from New York's poster.
I don't think he did like it, no.
Oh, I loved it so much. How did you guys know? Best movie of the year. But you know what? Best movie ever.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan should work for A24, considering how pretentious both of them are. No, the guys that did Pit are great. Very nice guys. Saints Row, I never played Saints Row, so I can't tell you about those games. Hey, PS5 has no games. How you doing? I know this is a lame question. Does PS5 have any games?
They
do they still
do,
not?
but you have to buy the super duper version, which is like $300 more if you want to get the actual game discs.
Not a fan. I thought it was done much better in a lot of the sci-fi films of the 80s and 90s. Ex Machina did nothing for me. There was another one that almost did the same thing. I forget the title of it, but I thought it was much better. Just can't remember the title right now.
Never seen it.
I grew more with Clint Eastwood.
I'd say Clint Eastwood as well.
You know, rant on they them. Well, we did a commentary together on his channel, but if you want to share a few quick thoughts on what
Oh,
they
it was
them,
awful. It was
what
awful.
about was awful.
Everything besides everything, it was all awful. It wasn't really a slasher movie. Someone gets killed in the first like 3 minutes, and then no one gets killed until halfway through. There's only like 8 people that get killed in the whole movie. The twist was fucking stupid, and the reason for the killer was stupid. Of course, I think the worst thing was, it was a movie about a bunch of gay people, so there had to be a musical number because that's what we needed.
The Pink
It
song.
was just fucking awful. It was pretentious, woke garbage, and you know what? No one fucking liked it, and that's why no one's talking about it. And it deserved to get shredded. And it was like CG deer, and everything else was CG. You didn't even get to see the kills. It's like, well, it's rated R, so why aren't you able to see the kills? But you can see, the lesbian sex scene, and then there's a gay sex scene right after it because that's what people want to watch.
Obviously not, because it's like a 3.79 to be.
Yep. Good. I hope they paid Kevin Bacon and Anna Chlumsky a shit ton of money to be in that movie.
Yeah.
Both.
Both. Yeah, both. Them big old bitties. Big old titties. And that's a fun movie, Mistress of the Dark. I didn't see the second Elvira movie, Haunted Hills or something. I forget what it was called.
Yeah. The first one was good. The second one's kind of meh. It was too late, in my opinion, but it's okay for what it is. It's really, really low budget. You can tell.
But the first one, I believe, got a release with has a pretty decent documentary on it. I did watch the documentary. I forget who released the movie. If it was what company?
Arrow put it out.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's still in print for those who want to check it out.
It is. It is.
Okay. Hey, Perry fan, how you doing? Yes, it's about Justin Long being turned to a fucking walrus. It's stupid.
Because, again, that's what people want to watch.
Exactly. I like the first one. The second one's my favorite. I do not like the third one at all. Fourth one's not that bad. It really isn't that bad with Hilary Swank. And the remake, I don't remember a damn thing about the remake. The second one's my personal favorite, but I like the first one. And the Hilary Swank one's not that bad, but I hate the third one.
The second one's always been my favorite, but I love the first one. 3, there's things that I like about it, but in the words of Ralph Macchio, it's not a good movie. And then I do like the next Karate Kid quite a bit. And then fuck the remake. If you saw the first one, you saw the remake because it was exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's one review.
I think I said that. I'm just kidding.
Good actor, to be fair. Don't really approve of what he's done in the slightest. I know people could say, well, it hasn't been proven. Hey, if he proves otherwise, I'll say it. But I don't know. I really don't know. I know he's apologized. I don't know why you would apologize if you didn't do anything, but maybe there's something else to it. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
Fuck Kevin Spacey. And we'll leave it at that.
Well, there you go. Dolph Gold does, no problem. Just let me know. Black Panther. Yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't think anyone cares. Why? He died. Let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah, I have no interest. I did not like the first movie, so I have no interest in the sequel. I still probably more than likely Prey will be more overrated because I hate that movie. I just do. Don't know what that is. Sorry. Well, if they're going to de-age him, I guess he's not going to look old. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to de-age him in this new one. That's I guess he's not going to look super. I don't know. This whole
Well,
thing's
he was
stupid.
what,
Doesn't
66 when he did that one?
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. It's not even.
I agree because in The Irishman, you could clearly tell what was the CG and what was not. And
Yeah,
it,
I
it
haven't seen
just,
the Irish.
they should have just either had younger actors do it or just not do it at all.
Was it that obvious in the Irishman?
It was very, very obvious, especially with Robert De Niro. There was a lot of scenes with De Niro where he was supposed to be younger, and it was extremely obvious that it was all CG and de aging and everything.
Mm.
He doesn't need to ask me; I could read it. Never got into Lord of the Rings. I tried to read the books. I could just never get into it, and fuck the Rings of Power.
Exactly. Uh, Back then, a lot of great talented people from John Candy to Bill Murray to Eddie Murphy to Richard Pryor. Even in the early '90s with Martin Lawrence, I still like Nothing to Lose. I still like Money Talks. Chris Tucker coming into it. Nowadays, it's hard to even think of the last comedy I truly laughed at that was a new comedy. And maybe PC's a lot to do with that. The PC culture today also is a lot of untalented people making comedies. I said I'm trying to think of. I sadly the last comedy I enjoyed was Rescue Rangers. That's Rescue Rangers. I mean, that I didn't expect it, but it was actually pretty clever. Maybe that's why it was funny. I don't know, but I can't think of like a live action comedy that I really truly enjoyed. Or it's a lot of like really gross out humor that just shock value.
The last one I really liked was Game Night. Other than that, like I'm sitting here trying to think. That's why I have a blank expression because I can't think of any. Just that was the last one I enjoyed. That I really enjoyed for the most part. But yeah, comedy is dead because yeah, PC killed it. The PC culture, and also the fact that people aren't funny anymore. So
Pretty much.
yeah.
No, just like The Simpsons won't, because they just keep on making them. Although they should have ended a long time ago. Adaptation. I'm surprised.
Here's my shock face.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Uh, well, I mean, I don't know why Prey sucks. Maybe they're trying to make you lose your mind. I don't know. If they like it, teach their own. I think it's dog shit. I prefer Beavis and Butthead. I would say I prefer that.
Me too.
Let's see. Yep, that could be my model.
You should put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah, and that too. That's a T-shirt. This is for Fabio.
Love the first Top Gun. Great movie. Love the soundtrack. It's very well shot. It has that music video style to it, which is, I think, before that was a thing, to be honest. Good cast in it. Everything is practical. Everything was done for real. Amazing soundtrack. Top Gun Maverick, I haven't seen, to be perfectly honest. I really have no desire to see it. I appreciate that a lot of it's practical and they only use CG when they needed to, but people going, as far as it's better than the original, I don't think so. You can't really top Tony Scott, in my opinion.
I mean, they're two very different franchises. I guess it depends what you're looking for. I mean, since I'm more into that kind of action, I would say the John Wick films, but I still really like the Indiana Jones films as well.
Yeah.
I barely remember it. I think it's getting some kind of release overseas.
It's
But I don't
getting a
know.
Blu-ray in Germany, which is weird, but I like it for what it is. I think it's fun. There was a lot of people on that show that went on to have a lot of success. Like Brad Pitt was on an episode before anybody knew who he was. But I like it for what it was. I like how the episodes I like more are the ones that Freddy is in more, because there's ones where he's not really in it. But the ones where he's involved more in the story, I would say, are the better episodes. And the fact that it was Robert Englund, they didn't get somebody else, I think was cool too.
The only one I remember is the first one, which I liked, that Toby Hooper did, which
Mm-hmm.
was the prequel about how Freddy was arrested and then was let go because of they didn't do it right and all that stuff. I remember not minding that.
And I like how he rode around in the ice cream truck. I thought that was cool. And you can't tell me that the people that made Twisted Metal didn't get that from there. So, yeah.
I don't know. The thriller genre is pretty vague. I mean, there's a lot of films that could be put into that. So you'd have to let me know about what. I don't even know nowadays what constitutes as quote a thriller.
Right.
I know what a thriller is, but like back then it was easy to say like breakdown. But like nowadays, what would be called a thriller? So, now Fabio has not played Saints Row.
Nope.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, too easy.
Fuck She-Hulk. That was garbage. That was awful. And every step of the way.
Yep.
Me. You really like
the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Come on, go.
Yeah. One of the most artistic. Yeah.
How did you know?
Well, yeah, a lot of audiences didn't like it, which is, I think some of them liked it at first, but then seems like part of them changed because, well, I can't disagree with them. So they say it's shit, I have to say shit. No, I still like the movie. It's too much CGI, but I still really enjoy Kingdom of Crystal Skull. I'm not ashamed of that. Sorry.
I like it too. I always liked it.
A long time ago, I have to revisit it.
I watched it not long ago, actually.
Sorry, don't know what that is. Yeah, this guy just like every song, like.
Hey, yo, Adrian, we gotta take a walk down the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You want to go?
Hey, Jesse, hope you're doing well. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, it made $1 billion, but it didn't. Did it make $1 billion in America or no? And or are they going to recast Will Smith, or is he going to slap somebody else?
That's right. It was Blumhouse. That's right.
Oh, yeah, of course, Blumpkin House.
Oh, the one with the rock. I don't care. I don't care if it's hermaphrodite. I just really don't care. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of them do. You just have to utilize it well, just like a lot of stuff. You have to. I prefer more practical. I think Fabio, I would say he probably prefers more practical.
Always.
I think CJ can be used if it's used well, like any other technique, but it's overused, overabundant, and it's a fast track for them, easy way out instead of practical is a bit more harder work, but it shows, especially in a long-standing impact.
Yeah. I mean, The Thing came out 40 years ago, and people are still talking about the effects in that movie, and that was all practical.
Hey, Caleb, I'm glad you liked the stuff. That's a fun Larry Cohen film.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that, and he's also a bitch.
I call
My
him
favorite,
Mark Cuccolo.
my favorite character from that is, I would say, Peter Weller. Call me Becky one more time, sis back, we'll go pop your tops. All 6 of them. But I love all the characters. My favorite is probably Beck from Leviathan. I mean, with Peter Weller, that is, in Leviathan. Do you have a favorite character? I don't know when the
Yeah,
last time you saw that
I
film.
would say it would be Beck as well. Because Peter Weller, unfortunately, a lot of the movies that he starred in didn't do that well, but that doesn't mean that they're not good movies.
Yeah. God, I have to think about it. I don't remember all the films they've done in the 70s.
Me neither.
I didn't mind The Black Hole for what it was. I didn't mind. I'd have to look at a list. Exactly. Fuck Clerks 3.
Agreed.
Dumpster Fire, yeah. Kevin Smith pretty much said it. Bruce Willis, he didn't get along a lot of movie sets. I mean, that's the sad truth. I'm sorry Bruce Willis is going through what he's going now, but he didn't talk to the director of Striking Distance. Talk to the director of what was the other movie? I only got
Talk to
along with him.
Antoine Fuqua because he said
Yeah.
that when they did Tears of the Sun, it was a terrible experience working with him.
So I mean, that's happened a lot where Bruce Willis is gone. Not everybody. I mean, obviously with Tarantino and some other
John
people probably couldn't,
McTiernan and Rennie Harlan and Walter Hill, they all got along.
but
And then Nico Hughes told me when they did Mercury Rising, he was like, "Yeah, he was a dick to the director for no reason."
So you'd have to, I don't know, you'd have to ask Bruce about that.
It's just ego. It's just he had a really big ego, and he thought that he was smarter than the director. And I mean, Kevin Smith's not a saint either. I'm not giving him credit, but
right.
It's just, I mean, how many times has Kevin Smith told the story? So I believe it. That's just me. But again, Kevin Smith's not, a saint either. So there's that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of better usage. You could burn it. You could light it on fire. You could do a lot of things with money other than that. I mean, that's just apparent. I don't mind The Wizard. I don't love it like other people do, but I don't mind it for what it is. I still think that kid cheated at the end because there's no fucking way you don't know the goddamn whistle is hidden there. I don't care what's going on in your brain. There's no way you don't know that. So he cheated. I still think he cheated, but that it's Nintendo movie. I've seen much worse movies. But it's not one. It's nostalgic. I didn't grow up with it. A lot of people. I don't know if you did. Did you watch it as a kid or?
Not really, but I like it for what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of ways, I think it was kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah. Wear protection. I don't know. Just just keep it. Be sensible. Use common sense.
Right.
And be careful.
Do not be like the rest of your generation.
Yeah.
Use your head. The big head, not the little head. My favorite Adam Sandler Netflix original was probably The Do-Over.
Yeah, that one I didn't mind.
That was
I thought
decent. That was pretty decent.
Yeah. And Dave Spade was pretty good in that too.
Mhm.
I agree with that. I'd have to see a
Dark Fate, Terminator Dark Fate.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
Because we got two shitty Terminator movies in the span of 5 years that were supposed to launch franchises and it was going to do all this shit and everything, and they were both fucking awful. And I called it. I called it. Both times I called it. But nobody wanted to listen.
I didn't mind it, but I liked Reanimator a lot more. I would
I've
say
actually
that.
never seen it.
Yeah. Hey, Paulie. Hello there. That's Van Damme fight. The one Kip Botch against Tom Poe is really good. That's very iconic to me with the music and the slow-mo. That's really up there. At the end of Bloodsport with Bull Young's really good as well.
That would be my favorite, yeah.
And most underrated, I think his fight with Michael Jai White's actually really good. And Universal Soldier Return.
Yeah, despite the CG.
Yeah, at the end. You know what? I'll say my favorite fight right now is him and Dolph in Universal Soldier. That's what I'll say.
There we
Battle
go.
of the Titans.
Yeah, Dolph just had surgery.
Mm. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he had surgery on his ankle.
Mm. Yeah, that's the thing with Dolph. I mean, what was that movie I reviewed? But because of his hips and stuff, it's just these guys getting older. And like I was watching that movie, Hard Night Falling, because he could barely run because of that. Just
That was a great
sad.
sleeping pill.
Have you seen that movie now?
I did.
Because you're doing the Dolph.
I'll be putting the review up in a little while here, but yeah,
But
it was awful.
Do you know it's like Dolph he could barely run because of that? Like,
yeah,
it's
and then
sad
a
to
lot of
see.
these more recent ones, they're using body doubles and stand-ins. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I look
great,
for
now
that
we're
review.
getting into Seagal territory. And it was just like scenes where he's standing and they shoot it from behind and you can tell it's not him. Or that other shitty movie that he did, Acceleration. There's scenes when he's sitting down at the desk and it's clearly not him. The only time it's him is when you see his face. And I'm like, really? They can't get him to sit in a chair to shoot scenes?
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's sad. But I look for your review. I was not impressed with that movie either. It just go watch Command Performance instead if you want Die Hard, Dolph. But
go watch Peacekeeper, Die Hard in a Missile Silo.
You dally.
Which is a way better movie.
The weather here is pretty schizophrenic. That might have been something referenced before. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best with the comments, folks. Got like over almost 70 people here, so
what the hell are these people doing? Are they that bored?
But thanks for stopping by. Leviathan. I don't mind Deep Star Six, but I picked Leviathan.
I agree.
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah.
Fun movie. Great soundtrack. Yeah, you've seen Rad, right?
Of course, Rad's awesome.
Ooh, Tango and Cash. I think it's my favorite.
I would agree.
Love Tango and Cash.
I do too. How did you know? My favorite movies ever.
I agree with this because they keep repeating the same thing. When they keep making money and then people...
Well,
I don't know, you say it time and time again, and I'll still keep saying it time and time again until someone listens. But
there's people a very simple solution to the problem. Stop giving them money. Stop paying for this shit, and it will go away. Trust me. Hit him where it hurts. Hit him in the wallet.
Yeah, and for those who say something about, I don't pay for this stuff if I watch it.
Neither do I.
Fabio. I feel Fabio doesn't do it. And There are ways you could do it too if you really, 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 really need to see it.
I mean, you sadists pay me and Matt to watch this stuff because you're sickos, but
I truly appreciate it. It's a joke, though. It's a
I
joke.
appreciate it as well.
It's a joke.
I'm just making a joke.
Yeah. How did you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
best wrestler ever, John Cena.
I mean, for what I understand, it's something dumber. For what the rumor is.
Oh, I wonder what that could be. Gee, let me guess.
That's cool, man. Good year.
Great year
A
for
lot of
movies.
good movies there. Let's see. Oh, this is when we're talking about John Cena. Hey, Dante. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Rich. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well, man. I've not seen The Color of Money with
Great
Tom
movie.
Cruise.
Wish there was a better Blu-ray, but great movie.
Let's see. I remember some of the cartoons like Doug, but I didn't grow up with Nickelodeon like other people do. I didn't grow up with it, so if I watching them, it was like way after the fact. I don't know if Fabio, if you grew up with any of them.
I did, but more. Well, yeah, Doug. I remember Doug a lot. I remember all that and Rugrats and Keenan and Kel and the Amanda Show and stuff like that. So yeah, when Nickelodeon actually made entertainment, unlike now.
But just bear with me, guys. I just need to. And sorry, just this on the phone.
Oh, you're fine.
Answer these. Thank you, Hopium, for the super chat. Nah, I like Mandy. You don't need a prequel because without Nicolas Cage, he's one of the big pluses I have with that movie. I don't really need to see how that all started. I did Nicolas Cage. I love the film, but he's a big reason why that made that work. So I don't really need a pre. Not everything needs a prequel. I don't know what this whole deal is that everything needs a damn prequel. I don't get where that came from.
Probably Star Wars, because we needed to see where everything came from.
And then thanks to Opinion Junkie, Miley Cyrus sounds like a 60-year-old. I haven't heard Miley Cyrus the longest time. Does she? I don't even know.
That's hilarious.
And you do, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Hollywood, yeah. You don't buy any of that. But thank you, Bobby Reynolds. You don't listen to what they say. They're trying to feed you a spoonful of shit, and they don't care.
And they hate you anyway.
Yeah, they hate you anyway. So why do you care about people who hate you anyway? So yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know. I've never had lasagna. Italian lasagna. Nah, not all Italians know lasagna. I'm a redneck. Not all of us know about beans and all that. Whatever rednecky stuff it is.
Or hunting and fishing and shooting guns.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed, despite what people think I do. I've never done it.
I mean,
never
you
will.
might have to start after all these horrible movies,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should go into it, but not anytime soon. But maybe I should after.
Maybe I should start smoking weed. I don't know.
Put the wrong weed, stop sniffing glue.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't even watch AEW, so I don't even. I know what happened with the recent stuff, but I don't watch the AEW.
I watched a little bit of it in the beginning, and then I was like, "Yeah, this is dumb. I don't want to watch this anymore." Apparently, I had a hot take on something.
So do I.
Tom Atkins about Halloween 3. Well, yeah, because Tom Atkins is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that movie, Premier. You mentioned on Facebook, but sorry, I don't know anything about the Barbarian movie. I know the Barbarian Brothers, but
Double Trouble with Roddy McDowell as the bad guy.
Oh, hey, they do. Uh, I'd I'll go with Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry,
I gotta
definitely.
go with Death Wish. Sorry.
Yeah, nothing to be sorry about. Oh, I'm sorry, we disagree. Now you gotta be
Oh
shit
man,
faced.
we can't be friends anymore. It's not fair.
Yeah, someone did. Yeah, someone did because I said Don Fettuccine, so I was racist to Italians because it called Don Mancini Don Fettuccine.
No, he's just a
So,
fucking idiot. So there you go.
but Don Mancini's Don Fettuccine. Fuck him.
That's right.
But
Well,
apparently, I was racist to Italians by saying that. But well,
no, that's called having a sense of humor.
well, I mean, I'm. That's fine.
No, he's just a shitty filmmaker. The Child's Play movies, number one, were better when they were called Child's Play, and number two were better when he didn't direct any of them.
There you go. Let's see. They have over 70 people. Thanks, guys, for sticking with us. Thanks.
Right, frightening.
No, it doesn't. Not everything needs a sequel. I really like *Malignant*, but not everything
No,
needs a sequel.
stop with the sequels.
I did really like *Malignant*. It was a really good film. But like I said, not everything needs a sequel. It's fine. One movie's fine. No, because Nicolas Cage killed them all. They're all dead. There's nobody left. Mandy is good. Like it works as a wonder.
Yeah,
Just
same with Willy Wonderland. He killed all the animatronics.
yeah. Although if Dolph Lundgren did Willy's Wonderland 2, it was just like a different location, I'd probably see that despite just at least that could maybe work for Dolph's movement or
Yeah.
Van Damme. But like
No, fuck
in
that. I
seriousness,
want to see. I want to see Van Damme helicopter kick a animatronic. That has to
yeah,
happen.
yeah, I'd see that. But that's saying not everything needs a sequel either, like with all this stuff. I mean, that's it probably have today.
Well, I mean, we've always had that problem because there's definitely
Yeah.
pretty, that I cannot talk. There's plenty of shitty sequels from back in the day. Stay tuned. That's a good one. Cool.
Yeah, good guy Ken. Yeah, stay tuned. I love Rest in Peace, John Ritter. Very ahead of its time. Very ahead of its time, what it was trying to do.
And fuck Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I opinionated junkie. I completely agree. The Hangover did not need any sequels. Hangover should have been one movie. And then, yet, actually, John Wayne did two Dirty Harry ripoffs. He did McHugh and he did Brannigan. Because he said that Dirty Harry was one of the movies that he regretted turning down.
Well, Stallone, I think, wanted to do one recently. I think Peroso said, nah. I believe that was the case.
It's too late.
Yeah.
And then they would make it, oh, well, it's toxic. It's about toxic white men and this and that and the other thing. And they would ruin it. And it's just like, okay, shut up. I'll stick with the first one.
I think just I don't think it'd have that. I think it'd just be too late, like Rambo 5. Like,
Well, even then, people got mad when that movie came out.
well, I got mad too, but for different reasons. It wasn't racist.
And I'm with you on that one. I didn't get mad because of, oh, it's racist. How is it racist? That's just how they wrote the story. Like,
I got mad because
like it's racist.
Yeah, no, it's not racist. That's stupid. Get mad because I'm like, how the fuck is this Rambo? He don't look like Rambo. He don't act like Rambo. He talks more than he does in the first 4 films combined. He's too stupid.
People, I love that about Rambo 3. People bitch about that. They're like, well, they like gave Rambo a personality. I'm like, okay, and your point is?
But that worked well in that movie. That was
right,
sincere.
And it's not like he talked throughout the whole movie. It's like he just cracked some jokes and he said some more lines, and that's fine. I mean, it's just.
But in Rambo 5, he wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, and it was just a shitty fucking. It was just a bad movie. It was a bad movie. There was nothing that made it a Rambo film apart from the last 10 minutes.
And like, I don't buy Rambo walk into an ambush that easily when this guy is known for eating
Right.
stuff that makes Billy go puke and being stealthy, and it's like I'm gonna walk in
Right.
and
Special Forces Vietnam veteran, and he walks into an ambush like that. Yeah, that was
I'm just
stupid.
gonna get the shit kicked out of me and my nose broken. Fucking get the fuck out of here.
And
What's going on?
it didn't need horrible CGI. I would say the CG was worse in part 5 than it was in part 4. Part 4, I can deal with it because it's like, okay, yeah, I kind of get why they used it in certain scenes. I mean, I would prefer if it's practical. But you mean to tell me that they couldn't make a fake head for him to throw out of the car window? That
No,
was
we
like on
lost that.
Cobra Kai. There, I'm not going to spoil it for those that haven't seen it, but a character gets stabbed and they had CG blood. I'm like, you couldn't have put a squib on or a pump or something? Like, really?
Yeah, that's still. I still don't get that. A lot of stuff do that nowadays, I don't get.
Yeah. And then the weird thing was there's a scene after they get stabbed and they're like laying on the hospital table and it is like fake, it's like movie blood on their shirt. I'm like, so you could do it for that scene, but you couldn't do it for the scene where they get stabbed. I'm like, oh, come on now. It's Cobra Kai. You have a decent budget behind the show. Like, come on now.
Awesome soundtrack. Love John
Yes.
Carpenter's music in that.
I love the music to that. I mean, all John Carpenter music I love. And I love when people try to argue with me. Well, music's not important to a film. I'm like, oh, really? Why don't you watch a John Carpenter film without the music and tell me if it's the same movie or not?
Who said that?
It's these fucking idiots out there that don't understand music. I said
It's
music is
absolutely.
one of the most important things in a film. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Watch Halloween without music and tell me if it's as effective. It's not.
Yeah, that's a asinine opinion they had. Ridiculous. My personal favorite is Leviathan. I like all three though.
I got to go with Deep Rising because
Good one.
treat fucking Williams. Why that
Great,
guy was never a bigger star is beyond me.
yeah,
I will
great
never
choice.
understand that.
Love Deep Rising. Yeah, good picture.
Cool.
Yeah,
I wish
RoboCop's
I wish
classic.
he was on the Blu-ray because he did. Treat Williams said he did like the movie. He liked working on it and he liked how the movie turned out. I just wish that they were able to get an interview with him on the Blu-ray because I read a written interview and they brought it up and he said, "Oh yeah, I actually really liked that one. That was fun."
Uh, that's cool. I think you mean something else because the Willies doesn't have a 1 and 2. I don't know if you mean Watchers 1 and 2 or Waxwork 1 and 2, but the Willies, there's no 1 and 2 of that because I know the first one had Sean Astin. It was an anthology. Uh, but Dead Silent Sludge is fun for what it is. Gory little creature feature.
No,
So
Rich, I'm not excited for the Toxic Avenger remake.
no, me neither. It just
And
doesn't
then,
interest me.
and then he said he rewatched Bran again. That's cool. No, I'm not like other shit I'll spoil, but Cobra Kai I won't spoil for people that haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and that's really, really brand new. So
Right. People just want to sound smart. Yep, they think that they're smarter than film and they're really not. They probably didn't do Waxwork 3 because the second one went straight to video.
yeah, I love Watchwork 2 though. The first one's great as well, but love both of them.
Yep. And I'm glad Vestron put that out on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Cool. Fun
Cool.
movie. Very fun, underrated movie of its type. I don't think it's as bad as people made out to be.
No, not at all. It knows what it is. It doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, it ends with I love LA at the end. I love LA. We love it.
Oh, he meant
Yep.
Watchers. Yeah, he did mean Watchers.
Okay.
I guess it
Yeah,
was
that was
the
going to be very.
autocorrect or whatever. So
Yeah, this is going to be very hard to find. This is out of print, but your best just find Watchers One on YouTube to watch and get the Watchers Two Blu-ray if it's still there, because I know it's limited on Screen Factory, but I'm guessing it's still there because
yeah,
it,
it's still on there.
yeah.
Yeah, I found that at a. It was just a copy. It was a DVD R, but it was $5 at a horror convention, and I hadn't seen them before, so I'm like, I'll take a chance for $5, you know. But I have the official one. I found it later on, but yeah, it's like $50.
And like Fabio mentioned, yeah, really good features, good like that's what Stream Factory should be doing, like what Vestron did with those.
And that's why Michael Felsher left.
Yeah, because they knew they were. He knew that same with Sean Clark, who did those Horrors Hallowed Grounds. He mentioned how they wouldn't pay me, and they got people to do it for cheap, and they suck. Like he pretty much said those other things. I mean, he's right.
And the fact that they're re-releasing everything on 4K is really annoying too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. When you go on like Dawn of the Discs on Facebook or whatever, and it's like 5 Shout Factory announcements, and it's all just 4Ks of movies they already put out.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That sucks. Well, good thing I got it. Because
Well, yeah,
I'm sure on eBay it's twice the price now.
yeah. I'm glad I got mine. Well, again, I guess I can't say you just did it, but I mean, yeah,
Well, if you shop around, you can find, cheaper
yeah.
copies and stuff.
And we mentioned this at the beginning, but for those who aren't in here, there is a Bloodsport in Germany coming out for 4K.
Yeah, but like I said, I know you asked me. Yeah, so you're Mr. President. I don't know if there's going to be features or not on there, so that's why I don't know if I should pick it up or not. The Running Man, I think I'm going to pick up because that one actually has the features.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks. I like the design of it. Cool. It
Unfortunately, it has the shitty features from the DVD, but then it has like the commentaries on there and the stuff that's actually about the movie.
I didn't know that. That's cool. That makes me
That's why I'm
wonder.
trying to get the German edition of the Running Man because it has everything in one spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they
more
are.
than likely.
They are just like everybody else.
Die Hard 5 when I saw it in the theater.
Yeah. Same with Rambo 5 because I saw it in the theater and I just really, really wanted to like it because it was a Rambo film. And then I think when I was doing the review, like in the course of the review, I was like, you know what? No, this really isn't that good. I'm like, yeah, the last 10 minutes are cool, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I wanted to be good, and I good to Die Hard. I remember when I first reviewed, like, yeah, and then like, I think I was when I bought the Blu-ray, and then like, fuck, this isn't good. I really did fool myself into wanting to like it because I like the 4 Die Hard films. I wasn't always as cynical. More cynical nowadays is just it's more real.
Because it's getting worse. That's why.
Just how it is.
But yeah, Die Hard 4 or Die Hard 5 was another one where I saw it in theaters. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I watched it at home on Blu-ray. I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't. This is awful.
Beautiful. You know what?
I mean, their Vinegar Syndrome's doing sidekicks, so I think I'm going to be okay for a while. So, finally.
It will never happen. But the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, I would love. I would love if that would have happened, but I don't know.
Get all the deleted scenes, all the other stuff, but like he says, never going to happen because they don't care.
Nope, because they're just lazy. They're just lazy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just laziness. Warner Brothers is just lazy. They own all these movies, and the archive collection or whatever. That's another issue that I have. I get it. They're putting out these movies from like the 40s and the 50s that were never, ever released on home video. I understand that. But could you also maybe put some of the newer shit in there that's not on Blu-ray? Like all these canon movies that you own and are not doing anything with? Could you maybe every once in a while throw one of those in the mix? That would be nice. Where's Force Vengeance with Chuck Norris? Where's The Hitman with Chuck Norris and Hellbound? Where's American Ninja 5? I mean, where's Street Night with Jeff Speakman? Where's all these canon movies? I think people would buy more of those than some movie from the 40s that no one's ever heard of. Just saying. I'm not trying to sound like a prude or anything, but I'm just saying. Or if you're not going to do anything, why don't you give it to somebody else?
I don't know why. That's a good question.
They're just they're lazy.
Either that or they do some those Warner Archive stuff like The Hidden, I think. Is that Warner Archive?
It was, but at least it had all the features from the DVD on there.
Yeah. So I'm surprised they don't even do that.
So I can't get that mad about that one. So
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. The weird thing was they put out Bronco Billy with Clint Eastwood on the archive collection. I'm like, well, that's a pretty well-known Clint Eastwood movie. I don't know why they did it that way, but
I have no idea. As for Gene, it depends what kind of horror movies you're wanting. There's a variety. If you want slasher, creature features, psychological, it depends what specific ones you're wanting.
Total Meltdown.
End of Days.
Go ahead.
Love End of Days. No, sorry. No, it's fine.
I would agree. Sixth Day, I wouldn't really say it's his most underrated.
Right.
End of Days, definitely. Collateral Damage, definitely. Hell, I'd even throw Last Action Hero into that conversation, but that's just me. I wouldn't say Twins is underrated. Twins is still a very popular movie.
I throw Last Action Hero on there. I love Last Action Hero. And End of Days, I saw in the theater, loved it. Still don't get why people shit on it.
Do you remember what the previews were?
For End of Days?
Yeah.
I remember one of them had the Guns N' Roses song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. That's what got me excited to see the film in the theater. And the first teaser was like very serious, and then when I saw that Guns N' Roses one, oh my God song, I'm like, oh, I want to see this in the theater, and had a great time with it. It's Arnold shooting the shit out of the devil with grenade launchers and machine guns. They take Resident Evil 2, the bit with the, if you ever play Resident Evil 2 and you're in the subway track and the hands going through, you shoot in the arms. I'm like, I remember that Resident Evil 2 that has the same scene. I loved it.
Yep.
Gabriel Byrne.
I love the TV spot where the guy's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm going to go save the world." That, of course, that's not in the movie, but I always remember.
I do wish that was in the movie, yeah. No, and then some of them, if you look closely at the very end, you see Arnold alive when the devil. Mm-hmm. You see Arnold standing and not kneeling.
But in the book, in the tie-in book, it has the ending where he lives, and they filmed it. So why didn't they put it on the Blu-ray? I don't know. Come on, Arrow. Put that one out and put the alternate ending on there.
Yes, did hear about that. It's because Top Gun Maverick was such a huge hit.
Right. So they did the same shit with Rambo. They called Rambo 4 Rambo because they just called Rocky 6 Rocky Balboa. They do it all the time. But Total Meltdown was saying, he said he saw people on Reddit shitting on Sidekicks because it was getting a Blu-ray. Well, and like the first comment I saw, they were like, "Well, how come that one gets a Blu-ray and not The Abyss and True Lies?" I'm like, "Well, you can blame James Cameron for that one. That is the only person that you can blame."
Complain about fucking Flesh Eater getting a 4K or some of these like shitty horror films on Vinegar Syndrome. Sidekicks actually, I know a lot. Hey, I like the movie. I know a lot of people want that movie. That's actually a good choice because it's never been in the U.S.
Nope.
Was it even on DVD in the U.S.?
Nope. In America, it only had a VHS and a laser disc.
So a Chuck Norris film that a lot of kids grew up with, I grew up with it, that never
Me
got a
too.
physical release except on VHS. That's actually a good score, and that's actually a smart decision. It makes more sense than I'm trying to think of the fucking action movie. Did they do a Jalal Murray movie yet? I hope not.
They've done a couple.
Well, there you go.
They did Talons of the Eagle. Well, Billy Blanks is in that, so I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then they did TC 2000, but again, Billy Blanks is in that, so I'm okay.
Yeah. No, I believe it's just a 4K overseas.
Yeah, it's just the 4K disc.
Prey is worse. I watched Die Hard 5 over Prey.
Because at
sadly,
least Die Hard 5, doesn't shit on the originals.
For the first time, Nighthawk's good. On VHS too, very cool. That's
I'm
a good
jealous.
one. That's a good one. I wish. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you mean, rest in peace, Joe Piscopo? Joe Piscopo is still alive. Or did he just now die?
He might.
I'll have to Google it.
I thought he was still alive.
I was going to say that Joe Piscopo is still alive as far as I know. Yeah.
New Hellraiser, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where they got that from, but Joe Piscopo better not be dead.
Nah, he's still alive.
You kidding me?
Like he hasn't been in something a long time though, right?
No, I think he's pretty much retired.
They didn't interview him for Dead Heat, right? I don't think there's features with him. I'm trying to remember.
Sure.
The Dead Heat special.
The last thing he did was in 2018. He did a Law and Order episode.
Okay. Watch True Lies. Oh, cool. Yeah, good Arnold movie. Glad you enjoyed it.
Love True Lies.
No problem. Just glad we got to confirm that
you still scared me there for a second.
Yeah, they do that a lot. I mean, when DVD went to Blu-ray, there's a lot of movies they just stopped releasing.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, the Vinegar Syndrome release does not have anything with Joe Piscopo. Unfortunately.
Okay.
That sucks.
For me, ICU. Daylight's pretty underrated. I'll go with ICU. For me, it's most underrated.
I agree, even though it has its problems.
No, it's not like a 5 out of 5 star perfect movie, but I don't think it's as bad.
They give away the killer in the beginning of the movie.
But I think it definitely has Stallone's most underrated performance. I love the location.
I remember, you made like way back. I think you made like a Stallone music video, and it had No Easy Way Out, if I'm not mistaken.
This sounds about right.
Yeah. And I remember it had the part when he slit his wrist. And that was before I saw the movie. I'm like, what movie is that from? I've never seen that one.
And that has a badass ending. I see you. You see this.
Yeah.
That's very badass.
Just wish the Blu-ray was better.
Yeah, I still have it. The alternate cut wasn't.
Yeah, they made such a big deal about that, and it was awful.
Yeah. It wasn't worth shit.
I mean, I have all of Jean-Claude Van Johnson because I found it and just put it on a disc myself. But Last Mercenary, I'm pretty sure you can play around on Google and
Yeah.
find a place that has it. But yeah, Jean-Claude Van Johnson, I made a set myself because it was actually pretty fun and unique, and they canceled it for no reason. See, and that's the other thing. Like now, since Amazon fucked up with this Lord of the Rings bullshit, now they're lying. Oh, we didn't spend $1 billion. No, they did because they canceled every show except The Boys to pay for this, and it fell on its face before it even came out. And it deserves it, and I'm glad. And they wasted $1 billion for nothing. So stop giving Amazon your money.
Hey, outside the nine. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. I've seen the Circuitry Man films. They're pretty bad. They're pretty cheap. Vernon Wells is in them. He can't save them.
Hopefully they paid him well.
I haven't seen Dust Devil, the Richard Stanley film. Haven't seen Orphan First
Before
Kill.
he went insane.
Yeah.
With Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But the
Good
documentary
documentary.
is fantastic. I love the documentary. I just wish they got Mark Dacascos, but I guess he doesn't want to talk about it.
And sorry there, folks. Lethal Weapon. I'll choose Lethal Weapon, although I do like Red Heat.
Lethal Weapon, yeah.
The worst Dolph movie?
So far?
For me, Retrograde. I'll go with Retrograde.
Either that or Pentathlon. Pentathlon was pretty awful.
Oh yeah, good luck with Dead Trigger.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad too.
Oh, you seen that one?
Yeah, with Isaiah
because
Washington.
I know you're doing the Dolph marathon. I didn't know if you had gotten to that yet.
I'm actually done. I got paper quests to do, so I'll upload those later. Yeah, Dead Trigger, good concept, awful movie.
You love the ending of that one?
No, I did not. I didn't like anything about that movie.
Just
and Dolph dyed his hair black for whatever reason.
Yeah, go watch Battle of the Damned if you want to see Dolph and zombies.
Yeah, much better movie.
Hey, Heavy Metal Turtles. Hello there, man. Did Fabio see the Lone Ranger movie?
Nope.
Or do you mean the movie or the show? Chase?
Nope. Because that's what I want to watch. Johnny Depp as Tonto.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. Well, see, a lot of the streaming stuff is weird because some of it gets released on Blu-ray and some of it doesn't. So it just depends, I guess.
I have seen that. I actually like that remake quite a bit.
I do too.
I liked it more than The Haunting that came out that same year.
I remember they made such a big deal about that movie. And I saw it and I'm like, I don't get it. It's not that good.
And this remake cost a lot less, and it was R-rated. It had a better, I think the cast worked better, and it had, other than the ending, had some really bad effects. The rest of it had a good atmosphere to it, like a horror film. So that's a remake that's actually pretty well done. One of the better remakes of that time, at least. Nope. But I never got into Lord of the Rings, the books. I don't like the movie, so I want to know what the problem was because I don't care about any of it. But I don't even know now why people like or dislike Rings of Power because I don't know anything about it because I don't follow.
It's because they took Lord of the Rings and they made it woke and everything, and they're saying, well, we don't care about J.R.R. Tolkien's work. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I know I'm going to break some hearts, but Tolkien was not that great of a writer. He was a hack. You know, I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but it's true. and this is coming from someone who did read the books, but
Okay.
they basically just disregarded everything that he did, and they made it woke and men are trash and this and that, and it's your typical shit. And the fact that they spent $1 billion and then they lied about it makes it even worse. And then for years they were trying to buy the rights, and again they canceled the Jean-Claude Van Johnson. They canceled the Tick, which honestly wasn't that good, but they canceled all this other shit to pay for this. And again, even before it was out, months before it came out, people had seen early versions and clips and stuff, and they were already tearing it apart. And now that it's out, there you go. You got what you deserve.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rich, House on Haunted Hill got a Blu-ray from Scream Factory.
Yeah, would you only dream?
Hell no. Okay, if they put that out, then I'll get mad.
Yeah, get mad at that, not Sidekicks. Get mad if that does it.
Sidekicks did very well when it came out. It's a popular movie. All these old TV guides that I have, it was always fucking on. So people can get mad all they want, just don't buy it.
I would go for me Rio Bravo with Dean Martin.
Yeah, I'll go with that one too. Yeah, either that or El Dorado would be runner-up, even though they're pretty much the same movie.
Well, I'm not surprised. I finished the movie and I was tired after finishing it.
I still have not seen it.
Toxic Avenger, I mean, both belong in the same family probably as those guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Hopium hit it right in the head. They specifically went into this show to make it political. They didn't focus on the lore. Exactly.
I would go with Ernest.
Ernest Scared Stupid. Too easy.
Yeah, I'd go with that one. Love Silent Rage. Love that Chuck Norris film. He fights Michael Myers pretty much. He kicks Michael Myers' ass from Halloween 2.
Yep.
Love it.
Again, I wish there was a better Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe Kino will pick it up because they've been working with Sony and releasing a lot of those catalog titles. So maybe they'll get that one at some point. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. No, I don't. I don't care about Game of Thrones.
Neither did I. And I know, what is it called? The House of the Dragon or whatever. I don't care about that either. Yeah, Sidekicks was Chuck Norris's last hit. Because after that, the only movie that he did that went to theaters was Top Dog, and Top Dog flopped. Because it's about Nazis blowing up buildings, and it came out a week after the Oklahoma City bombing. Yeah, they definitely planned that one out perfectly.
Coneheads? Yeah, I had fun with Coneheads.
I love Coneheads.
Yeah. Don't think I've heard of that one.
Never heard of that one either.
The worst sequel of Alien 3 for me.
Yeah, Jason X is a masterpiece compared to Alien 3.
Yeah. And to Luis, I know it's not a popular opinion. I like Jason X for what it is. As a dumb B movie, I had fun with it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but Alien 3 is way worse to me.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Jason X guy, but I'd rather watch that 7 days a week on repeat than have to sit through Alien 3 again. But remember, Alien 3 was ahead of its time, and it's dark, and it's nihilistic, and it's realistic. Yeah, because aliens and xenomorphs are real. Okay, sure.
Ahead of its time, my ass. Ain't not one damn thing ahead of its time with that fucking movie.
The best part about that movie was that Michael Biehn got paid the same amount that he did for Aliens just because they used his picture.
People were asked about the Tulsa King. I didn't see the trailer, so I don't have
I like the trailer. I'm willing to give that a shot because it's something different for Stallone. And he's working with Taylor Sheridan, so I will give that a chance when it comes out.
Ty, I don't know what the D train is. I hope that doesn't stand for dick.
I've never even heard of it.
If it's a dick train, then no.
That's a different kind of movie.
Jack Sack. Thank you, Bobby. Your favorite character death and least favorite character death? I appreciate it, Bobby.
My least favorite's probably Hicks.
Yeah, that one would be up there. Hicks and Newt in the same one. Also, Kirk and Star Trek Generations.
Yeah, that was stupid. But they rectified it because they wrote a book and they brought him back. So,
my favorite character death.
Tina from Halloween 5. Because apparently when that movie came out and she got killed, everyone in the theater cheered.
That's a good one.
I believe it.
God, that's tough. I mean, if you're talking about like makeup effects, death scenes, like I like the cockroach scene in Elm Street 4 because it's very imaginative death. If you're talking about like a character I hated that I'm glad
Steve
died,
Wang
I mean,
worked on that movie.
Which one?
Steve Wang worked on Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
That's right. Same guy who go on to direct Guyver 2 Dark Hero and Drive and Martha Costa's very underrated films. If you guys out there haven't checked them out if you like action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to think a bit more about that, Bobby, but thank you, man.
And then Laurie Strode in Resurrection would be probably one of my least favorite.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they CG the bushes in because in the work print, they're not there. I have the work print and she like gets stabbed and like falls on the road. So they CG'd all the bushes in. And I thought that was hilarious. Right. Yeah. That's what these idiots say. And nope. I've never liked that movie. I've never liked Alien 3.
Well, Jimmy Tammy's a fucking idiot. Jimmy Tammy's a fucking moron.
Why would he do that? Why? Oh, because you could see the wires in some of the shots? Yeah, okay, who cares?
Rest of my life. One movie? Just one?
Death Wish 3.
I don't know if I can pick just one. I can't pick just one. I don't know. A really long porn film? I don't fucking know. I'd have to think about that. It's hard to pick just one. I couldn't do it. I'd be missing the others too much.
Yeah, well, Austin, I heard that Michael Biehn got paid the same that he got paid for Aliens, but that could be true. Just because they used his picture in Alien 3. So I heard he got paid the same amount, but that could be true. I don't know. That's just what I heard.
Yep. From what I understand, that's with a lot of 4K cases, a lot of other companies. I don't know if they'd ever don't learn and have to realize you don't have to rethink that with the cases, or they just go, you live with it.
Nope. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable, in my opinion. You're paying $30+ dollars. That shit should be fucking immaculate. How do you not notice this?
If it's the 4K, then change the cases. Just go back to a Blu-ray and just put 4K on the fucking thing.
Get a different distributor.
Exactly.
It's just a plastic like there. Well, there's not that many places. All it is a plastic distributor. That's all it is. It's not a special company that makes Blu-ray cases. It's just a plastic company. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was. Could be the seed of Chucky.
Michael Biehn said that in the Alien 3. Okay, well, I suppose it's true then. Well, good for him. He got paid a shit ton of money and didn't have to do any work.
I'll go with Blair Witch 2016. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, that movie. I mean, Book of Shadows isn't good either, but it was better than the remake or the third one or whatever the fuck.
Hey, Money Sam and Mimi. Not sure if that's your dog. If that's your dog, very nice looking dog there. Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose a film, it probably would be Hard Target. It probably would be. You can make the choice for me, Real Weekly News. I did not pick it up.
Apparently, there's a video out there where Michael Biehn says, fuck Alien 3. I agree. And he shows his hatred for it at conventions. Well, when I meet him in December, I'll have to ask him about it.
John Wick easily.
Too easy.
Don't know what that is. Sorry.
There's a documentary coming out about the unmade Resident Evil movie that George Romero was going to do.
That's interesting, but I wonder how long it would be, because how long could a documentary be about a film that was never in pre-production? It would just be about the script, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So,
and he was also going to do a Goosebumps movie that never got made.
Okay, I didn't know about Goosebumps. I know there was a Mummy film he was going to do, and then they did the Brendan Fraser one.
Yeah, the script is done. Like, he wrote the script, and they have it at the there's this museum in Pittsburgh where they have all his stuff, and they have the script there for the Goosebumps movie. A favorite Van Damme speech is Street Fighter.
Yeah, I would try to think about that. I don't know, because Van Damme isn't really known for speeches. I'm trying to think of.
No, the speech is definitely Street Fighter. I'm going to get in my boat.
Well, Jimmy Cammey should complain about his balls getting neutered in divorces and making shitty films. That's what he should be complaining about.
Yet this is the guy that said that Terminator Genesis was the best Terminator movie ever. And then he said it wasn't. And then he said Dark Fate was the best Terminator movie ever. And then he said it wasn't. So. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. I'll be sure to ask him about his paycheck for Alien 3 when I meet him.
Very cool.
And then there was something else. What? I want a Blu-ray for Only the Strong. Well, the rumor is that Only the Strong is getting a Blu-ray. Where? I don't know. And who's putting it out? I don't know that either. But there's a rumor that that's getting a release.
Very cool.
Chuck Norris.
I wouldn't care to meet any. What was yours?
For me, Chuck Norris. He's number one. For me, at least.
Yeah, in the documentary video in 3, he said it was like watching a funeral or something like that, and I don't blame him.
I don't think anyone likes that movie that worked on it.
Fuck Chucky season 2. I didn't even finish season 1.
Yeah, why would anybody want to watch that?
Yeah, who wants to go home and who wants to come with me?
Exactly.
Favorite non?
The Hard Way.
I go with either Casualties of War and the Frighteners, but I do like The Hard Way as well.
Got to go with The Hard Way. Such an underrated movie.
It is.
And I wish that him and James Woods did another movie together because they had amazing chemistry. And James Woods said that was one of his favorite movies that he did.
Very cool. Yeah, I know Jeremy Jahns. I don't watch him, so I have no opinion on him. I don't really care. Not to sound rude, I just don't care about Chris Stubman or Jeremy Jahns. I don't really have opinion on them. Really, I just watch my friends.
Lance Hendrickson said he was really embarrassed with Pumpkinhead 3 and 4. He said they were for alimony. There you go. Like Dolph said, Dungeon Siege 2 or whatever. He only did it for the money because he was getting divorced.
Yeah, it'd probably be in my top 5. I did enjoy Bullet Train. That was fun. That was a fun film. Nope, never seen it. Didn't know about that.
I've never heard of that either.
Overseas extended version? So is it on the overseas DVD, Juno?
Well, I have the French DVD, but I don't think it has anything extended in the movie. And the only reason why I bought it is because it actually has features.
Yeah, Juno, if you have any other details about that, let us know.
That's the first time I've heard of that. I wanted to see the version where there was like the cult of Freddy worshippers called the Fred Heads. That I thought would have been a really cool idea for a movie. Not the stupid bullshit one where they like kidnap Jason and put him on trial, because that makes sense. Or the one where you find out that Freddy is really Jason's dad and then he molested him. Yeah, that I would love to know who wrote that. That was stupid.
Was there one where it was like kids are in this abandoned building they're clean up and there's like the Holy Grail in there? It's something I can't remember. I can't remember all this. There's so many.
I've never heard of that one. I have the book.
About like it's like Freddy pisses in the Holy Grail. Like Freddy.
That's so fitting for a Friday the 13th movie.
Well, no, Freddy pisses in the Holy Grail.
Oh, well, that's even better. Yeah, that's fitting for an Elm Street film.
I just would have preferred Freddy vs. Jason. I can watch. I wish we had gotten Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash like 2 years later, but just not to be.
It almost happened.
Yeah,
it almost happened, but they said no at the last minute.
Was it Sam Raimi or was it the studio that said no to that?
It was the studio that said no at the last minute.
I wonder why.
Probably some stupid reason. They're like, oh, it'll probably cost too much to make. We can't do that. No one watches these movies. Yet they remade every single one of those movies.
But the Freddy vs. Jason made like 80 million, but nobody watches it?
Right. I'm aware.
Ridiculous. Hey, Bod Zombie, hope you're doing well. I know you requested Fire and Ice. I will get to that as soon as I can. Interesting film. Yeah, I do like Digstown. Louis Gossett Jr. James was really good in that. Yeah, Bruce Dern is the villain. That's a fun movie, Digstown. No one really talks about that.
Nope. I have it at home on Blu-ray.
I didn't grow with Raw Deal, so I've only seen it like twice. I don't know. I could never get into it, but maybe I gotta watch it again.
I like it for what it is. It's a decent little 80s action movie.
I have no reason to.
Right. Give me a reason why I should like Vince Russo.
Hey, bro, how's it doing, bro? We don't talk about this stream, bro. Hey, bro. We don't have
bro, I got an idea, bro. David Arquette, bro. David Arquette should win the belt, bro, because it'll be good for publicity, bro. Bro. And then 2 days later, Arquette can lose the belt in a cage, bro, because that makes sense.
And listen,
Right.
bro, we're going to do a little stream match, bro. 4 computers on a ladder match, bro. And they're going to be in the pinata, bro. And then you got back. Fucking hell. Just not for me. Not for me.
Again, this is a guy that owned a video store and wrote for the magazine, and they made him the head writer because that makes sense.
Yeah, they did the Gray Man, but I actually didn't mind the Gray Man. But it should have been rated R. Favorite PM entertainment movie? I really like Zero Tolerance with Robert Patrick. I like Land of the Free with Jeff Speakman. I think Riot with Gary Daniels.
Yep, that would be my favorite.
That's a really good one. So that's your favorite?
Yeah,
Riot? That's a good one.
And it's a Christmas movie.
What would be some of your other favorites?
I like Tiger Heart a lot. That they did with T.J. Roberts, who was the kid on Masked Rider, which was like Power Rangers. I like Rage and Recoil, of course, with Gary Daniels, the R trilogy. I like CIA 2 with Lorenzo Lamas. That one was good. I liked Out for Blood with Don the Dragon, but the ending sucked. Because he didn't kill the bad guys, and then the ending was very abrupt.
Oh.
What else? Yeah, Zero Tolerance was good. Last Man Standing with Jeff Wincott was good. What was the other? What was the one with Sam Jones? I think it's called Fist of Honor. He was like a street fighter. That one was pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have that book about all the different Freddy versus Jason scripts. Unfortunately, I have not read it. But the guy that wrote that, he wrote a book about Phantasm. He wrote a book about the Jaws ride. And then he did 2 books about all the alternate versions of the Halloween movies and versions that never got made and stuff like that. So, yeah. The bridge is out! And I'll be right back because I got to go to the
No
bathroom.
problem.
If not, I will explode and we can't have that.
No problem. But New Line or Idiots for Not Made? Yeah, the Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Yeah. One of the many poor decisions that have been made throughout the years. But again, sadly, just one of those things not meant to be, I guess. Hey there, man. I liked a lot of the Jackie Chan films. The first one I saw was Rumble in the Bronx. I do like that one. I also really liked Operation Condor, Super Cop, and then I would go back and watch films like Police Story, which I enjoyed. I just wish Police Story had Jackie Chan's actual American voice in it. But I would say Rumble in the Bronx, Operation Condor. I like Mr. Nice Guy. Who Am I? I do like a lot of those movies. Yes, Digstown is about boxing, but it's a good movie. Louis Gossett Jr. It's also about con artist. James Woods gets his friend Louis Gossett Jr., who's a boxer, and they do this big con on this town run by Bruce Dern. It's a fun movie. Blood Moon with Gary Daniels. I remember not minding that one. Thanks, Louise, for the kind words. Favorite Kung Fu flick? Hong Kong, China origin. Kung Fu flick, Hong Kong, China origin.
Was Blood Moon with Gary Daniels? Was that PM Entertainment? I don't think so. Well, favorite like Hong Kong Kung Fu flick would probably be Snake in the Eagle's Shadow.
Yeah, I don't know what my. There's a Blood Moon. Doesn't say PM Entertainment.
I don't think. No, that was seasonal. That wasn't PM Entertainment. That was Seasonal Films. That was the people that did No Retreat, No Surrender.
Maybe I should say Enter the Game of Death just to piss people off.
There you go.
I'll just say I just made people mad. People are like, what the hell is that?
Right. The whole thing about Van Damme and John Woo not getting along is extremely over-exaggerated.
Okay.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome definitely needs a PM Entertainment box set.
I have seen Gladiator. It's a good movie. Very well done.
Yep, I like Gladiator.
Very cool.
Yeah, Land of the Free was good. Hell, even Running Red I liked. And yeah, I like Cyber Tracker 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, Don Ledron Wilson was in those. I remember not minding those.
T-Force was good. I like T-Force.
Does Land of the Free have a Blu-ray? I thought you had one.
No, I have the DVD of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
the only Jeff Speakman movie that has a Blu-ray is Perfect Weapon.
Perfect Weapon. I don't know why I thought that a Blu-ray, but yeah, it's too bad none of them. But I mean, Jeff Speakman's just. Well, I mean, if Billy Blaines can get it, I would think Jeff Speakman, maybe eventually Vinegar Syndrome.
Well,
who knows?
All the PM Entertainment stuff is owned by Echo Bridge.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you'd have to talk to them.
What about New Image, like Deadly Outbreak? You know who owns that?
I think Lionsgate owns a lot of those, but they're not doing anything with them. Yeah, I think they own Deadly Outbreak, but it's just sitting there. Which
I didn't know there was
Deadly Outbreak. I don't even think got an official DVD anywhere in the world. I think all the ones that are out there are bootlegs.
Let me see real quick. This stuff doesn't fall on me.
Yeah, don't fall.
Yeah, there's only one, which has. Yeah, it might be a bootleg. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. Look at the fade color.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the bat still looks good and it works, so okay. Yeah. That's all that matters to me. But that's on Tubi, as far as I know, under Daily Takeover.
Yeah, they use the other title for it.
I know, I've never even heard of that show. I didn't know there was a new SWAT show.
Favorite bad PM Entertainment is Ring of Fire. I like Ring of Fire 3.
I do like that one. Deadly Bet, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, Super Cop I'll definitely pick up when it comes out.
Well, I don't have the video, but I do a new one. Because I can't remember that movie. It sucks. I do a new one if someone requests it. I don't mind yelling about that shitty movie.
I love when Matt yells about shitty movies.
Yeah, he's done a few other movies, that actor. I'm trying to remember the names of them, but he was good in that movie, Blood Moon. Oh, thank you, Bob Zombie. Appreciate it. I always like Lord of Illusions with Scott Bakula.
The director's cut of Nightbreed would be my favorite. I like Catherine Isabel. She was in Freddy vs. Jason. She was in Ginger Snaps.
Oh.
I like her, and she's gorgeous too.
Yeah, I don't mind her. Yeah, Rufio wasn't perfect.
I do not think so. I don't know what it is. The Olive Film ones are not in print for very long.
Let's see.
The Mortal Kombat ripoff Time Killers, I never played.
I've seen a couple episodes of Breaking Bad. What I've seen, I've liked, but I haven't seen the whole show. So, favorite non-RoboCop. My personal favorite is Leviathan. Oh, there's the one Time Killers.
Either
Nah, I never played it.
Leviathan or 50/50.
There's another one that needs a Blu-ray.
Yeah. Looking at you, Warner Archive. Yeah, I never played Time Killers.
MPI. I remember
love
liking
Magnum
it.
PI.
Nah, I didn't know what that is. If it's like that stop motion horror movie that I saw with all Freddy and Ash and stuff, I'll give it a watch. But I'd never seen it. Sorry, Bobby. Leave it before I like more. I've warmed up to it. When I saw it way back when, I'm like, I don't know about this. But nowadays, I don't really have much problems with it compared to a lot of other sequels that have come out. It's actually not that bad of a movie.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I didn't like it, but it has since grown on me.
Yeah.
I would say it's my least favorite out of the movies, but I still
Mine
like
too.
it.
Yeah, mine too.
Because Jet Li is the bad guy, which I think is the best part.
I
don't know. He's probably watching right now, so yeah.
Hey, no problem, man. I didn't know who Daniel Johnston was, so it was interesting to hear about the musician guy. But yeah, thank you for the request. Yeah, I didn't know much about him, and I didn't really care for his music, but I thought the story was pretty interesting. Have you heard of Daniel Johnston?
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's a guy in Austin, Texas. I guess people like what's his name, Kurt Cobain and such really liked his material, but he just there's also a guy that had a lot of mental issues and problems.
Interesting.
I have not seen LA Heat.
Neither have I. No, Martial Law was not PM Entertainment.
Never been to Mexico.
Nope.
I don't really feel a need to. No disrespect to anyone in Mexico. I just have no. If there's a place I want to go to, it's not Mexico. Maybe like Japan or something, but not Mexico. Top 5 worst action stars? A lot of people today. I don't know. That wannabe Russian who wants to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I forgot his name.
Alexander Nevsky.
Yeah.
You could probably put Jalal Mary on that list.
Yeah.
He's not a good action star.
Yeah, I'll put him on the list. 5 worst. I don't remember what the hell. I'd have to think about it. But those two are definitely in there.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Did he try to be an action star?
Yeah, he did this shitty movie. It was called like Radical Jack or something. And he was like a biker. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Man.
I'm sure it's available here on YouTube for free.
Hey, Seb B, thanks for stopping by. Favorite movie set underwater aside from Leviathan? Underwater movie.
The Abyss.
Yeah, The Abyss is really good. So, until I think of a better option, I'll say The Abyss. Who said that? He did In the Ambulance, which is a good movie.
He did it in Best of the Best.
Yeah, Best of the Best. So, who said that? Obviously, didn't see those movies. Okay. Extended version. So where is this extended version? Like
yeah,
where?
I've never heard of that before.
June 2000. Is it on a DVD? Is it on some different country? Because it's like, what was that movie? Broken Fist. Depending on which version you did of that DVD, you get the fuller version. But it's on Blu-ray, but it's an edited version, a Tattoo Yakuza. So, is there a certain DVD that has that or something, Juno?
I'm not seeing it on YouTube. Radical Jack.
I forgot about Damn River. I don't think anyone knows what that movie is, and they don't need to know. Iron Eagle, yeah, I don't know why. You think even just with Top Gun Maverick coming out, someone would be like, yeah, let's put this out. But it might rights, music, got Queen in it. It could be a number of things.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It probably has a lot to do with the music.
Just the ones I reviewed, Flash Flex on the channel. Those only Alexander Nevsky films I've seen.
I've never seen any of them.
Modern Vampires, never heard of it.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I know. Steve Drummond tried to be an action star. It was I forget what the movie's called.
Airborne.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about this extended cut of Only the Strong, so I don't know.
Any hope for the horror genre in the future? There's not much hope for any genre in the future. We're being honest. I've seen that movie. I actually have a DVD someone sent me that was a Blu-ray DVD combo, and Michael CP actually sent me the DVD version, so I have it. And features are good picture quality, fun little creature feature with Amanda Pays, who's in Leviathan. It has Rod Steiger. Decent little creature feature film.
I've never seen it, so.
British indie film? Didn't even know that.
I was not aware of that either.
Yeah, Chris Klein could be up there. Worst action.
That's 4.
That could be up there, yes. That's a dog shit remake. You want to talk about bad remakes? That's a bad remake. Hands down. Because the original was a great movie with rest in peace James Caan. Mm-hmm. But the remake, I don't know what happened with that. John McTiernan, I mean...
Everything happened with that.
They don't have that stuff around here, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I went and saw it on Friday. It was cool. It would have been better.
Was it 3D?
Yeah, but I didn't wear the glasses because 3D makes me nauseous.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, half of it wasn't even in 3D, so. But it would have been better if the two women in front of me would have not talked through the whole movie. That would have.
Were they talking about the movie or just nothing?
No, they were just talking about God knows what. I'm like, oh, that's great. I guess you got the tickets for free. You know, some of us paid for tickets, and we would like to enjoy the film, but I guess we're not allowed to.
Oh, man. You mean like which ones? I mean, is a paid request? Sure, I'll do it.
I read that wrong. I thought it said, do you think they're ever going to revive it again? They were going to, but then the ratings were so terrible, they said, fuck it, and I'm glad that they did. Because that revival was awful.
If it was that question, yeah, no, they're done. They're done with that, as it should be.
It should have been done in 2002.
They completely fucked it up, and tremendously.
More than they already did, because, you know, the mythology went all these different places.
Just completely clusterfuck.
A little bit.
But we'll be wrapping up in a bit. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. I want to thank Fabio being here. It's quite a bit of time. Also, I got about 34% on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but we'll try to get to 3 hours. I think that's a
Okay,
good,
yeah, that's whatever's good with you.
yeah.
I'm good.
We'll
I'll
get
be here all night because
oh,
people
yeah.
people don't like to come to work, so
Sorry about that.
I'll live. And then the other idiot lost the key to the door. Then the door broke. So, and then they sent a text message from their phone to the work phone for whatever reason. And it was like, yeah, old man, hurry up. I'm like, I know you ain't fucking talking to me like that. Call me old man. I'll show you what an old man can do.
God. But yeah, folks out there, we'll still be around for about 20 minutes till about, it'll probably be about 11 p.m. my time and how it is though. So for those who want to get in your last questions and stuff, feel free. But thanks everyone for stopping by throughout this about 3 hours. And been consistently almost like 70 people. So thanks.
Frightening.
Uh, that song I don't recognize.
Moaning, moaning. I said, yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I know. There's set photos and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it and all that stuff. So yeah,
Wait, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's going to be in the new Beverly Hills Cop?
yeah.
Interesting.
No, I haven't. There's
Not
nothing.
really. I mean, there is, some stuff that I will review specifically for Halloween, but anything special, not really.
Yeah, me neither. I can't think of anything special. No, thanks for stopping by,
Thank
Justin.
you. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we'd just be, two people staring at each other, talking to
Exactly.
ourselves.
Love the Blob remake, classic. Love it,
Well, I love it as well.
absolute classic. Oh yeah, that's another guy tried to be an action star. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that. That's the thing. When they're so bad, you just forget about them.
Now, I mean, physically, he could pull it off, but
Yeah,
I don't think he's that much of an actor.
yeah, yeah. A. Murphy starring in Beverly Hills Cop 4, Axel
And
Foley.
John Ashton and Judge Reinhold are supposed to be in. I don't know about Ronnie Cox, but
Hmm. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I have no interest. I like Quantum Leap. I mean, that story didn't really get finished, really,
nope.
and that just pisses me off. So I don't care. I just go back and watch the old ones.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll pull some aces out of my sleeves for that. We'll do some more like horror centric stuff um, for October. So, yeah.
I think I thought it was Netflix. I could be
I
wrong.
believe it is.
Bod Zombie. Yeah, yeah, that would be fine. Feel free, man. Well, yeah, because they got $200 million movie they're trying to sell. I mean, what Not that I care about that movie, but come on now.
Nope.
Like people can't see through that.
It should be a tax write off like Batgirl. Everyone's
But
like, they canceled the wrong movie. I'm like, no, they should just cancel both. That's what they should do. Because they spent $100 million on Batgirl and they looked at it and they go, well, we're in trouble. And everyone was like, oh, what about Brendan Fraser? I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure the check cleared. and that's all he probably cares about. So I think he's okay.
Good movie.
Great
Good
movie.
performances. Especially Al Pacino and Jack Lemmon, and great cast.
Ed Harris. Yeah, Ed Harris is in it. A lot of great people are in that movie.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, 48 Hours was his first movie.
Yeah, and Beverly Hills Cop, Metro, very underrated. Even Showtime, fun one. Surprised Eddie will do the movie. I mean, after Coming to America, are you really that surprised? Coming to America 2?
Again, the check cleared, so there's that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, just apparently everyone wants to see everyone old and, grumpy old Foley, grumpy old Rambo, grumpy old Min, grumpy old Jones.
Because that's what I want to see, an 80-year-old Indiana Jones running around.
No trick. I have the older DVDs, so I'm good.
I think they put it out on Blu-ray too. But Mill Creek is weird with their Blu-rays, so.
In late 90s. Well, I mean, maybe. But like everything, they wait too long and it's too late.
Mm-hmm. And even if it is good, you're not going to top the first two movies.
No.
Adam, I'm with you on that one. How did Holy Man get a fucking Blu-ray but not Metro? Completely agree.
I didn't even know that was the case.
Holy Man was awful.
But was Metro Touchstone?
Yeah, so Disney owns it.
Yeah, a lot of those Touchstones, like Stakeout doesn't have one.
Which is weird.
A lot of them, like, that's a weird thing with that company with a lot of Touchstone. Like, just a lot of them just don't get a physical release, and then Disney, you probably thank for that.
Yep.
Yeah, is that like Lethal Weapon 5?
Yeah, because the first Stakeout made a bunch of money, so that's why they're holding on to it.
But the sequel got
like
Blu-ray.
even 3 Men and a Little Baby doesn't have a Blu-ray, which doesn't make any sense, and that was a huge hit. No Blu-ray.
No,
I don't get it. They're wasting. They could be making more money if they released it instead of just sitting on it.
I don't know why. I mean, it's a good movie.
I never knew that. So
I heard that this guy that did Temple of Doom, he regrets Temple of Doom as well. So because Spielberg became a pussy, that's why. I don't want to be so dark. That's probably why 3 O'Clock High is not Ferris Bueller.
Then why did you do Schindler's List? I don't think it gets any darker than that.
Because it won him an Oscar.
I don't think it gets any darker than that.
He needed those Oscars for that one.
Yep. Because Jurassic Park.
Go ahead.
Win any? Because Jurassic Park didn't win any.
No one requested it, Justin. So as far as I know, no. Well, yeah. Are you surprised?
That's cool because I'm not.
I don't know what Lotus is. Sorry. So I don't know what controversy.
Neither do I.
Lotus Blossom? For all you Turtles fans, the 80s. I think that was her name.
No,
I don't know why the fuck.
No, Eddie's like 61 or 62. He's not in his mid-60s. Eddie's in his early 60s.
On YouTube is the time late lap if a full movie.
Oh, well, I've never.
Time late lap? Yeah,
I don't
never
know.
heard of it. Okay.
amongst other things.
I didn't know Holy Man was Touchstone. Well, then
Yeah,
that
and
boggles my mind even more.
Touchstone's owned by Disney, so yeah.
No, I just meant like because Holy Man got a Blu-ray. Well, yeah, then I don't know even more how that got a Blu-ray Metro did. I don't know. Hey, Julie, hope you're doing well.
Laziness.
Absolutely.
Laziness. It's better just to release it instead of just having it sit there. And I'm sure Metro is on streaming services and stuff.
Hey there, Wild Man. No, it's not as good as the first Die Hard, but I do think it's a good sequel.
No.
No, I've never said it's as good as the first Die Hard film, but I think I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I think it's a fun sequel.
Oh yeah, I love it, but yeah, it's not as good as the first one.
No.
Replicant.
Yeah.
Which they were supposed to put that in theaters, but then they changed their mind. And then apparently Van Damme got really mad about that.
Did JCVD go in theaters?
I think limited theaters.
So that one.
I don't think it had a wide release.
Well, a wide release JCVD may be at least the money unbelievable weight that Nicolas Cage film made. Maybe a bit of that. $5. I don't know if it's worth $5.
$5 too much.
God, I hope not.
Because that's what people want to see. 77-year-old Conan running around. Can't even lift a sword. My favorite would be Beverly Hills Cop 2.
My personal favorite is The Golden Child. Yeah, that's another one that doesn't released. Yeah, that's true.
Because it made money.
Roy Scheider film years ago when he was still alive, Beautiful Blue Eyes.
That was actually playing when I went to see Jaws. They showed a trailer for it. But I'm like, I'll just wait for the Blu-ray or whatever.
But never heard of it. Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know anything about Spider-Man fan films.
I don't know.
I try to avoid fan films after fucking never hike in the snow.
Seriously.
Oh wow, you saw in the theater. You were the only one there? Yeah.
It's still cool though, yeah.
That's still cool. Worst Eddie Murphy film?
Fucking Meet Dave. And Pluto Nash.
I'll go in Norbit.
Yeah, that was pretty bad too.
Rum prop from any movie? The pulse rifle from Aliens. I'll go with that.
The hoverboard from Back to the Future.
Nice. Nope. Sorry, I haven't seen that, man. Bob.
Yep, those never got Blu-rays either.
You have to ask those companies.
That's a Disney again.
Favorite Steel McQueen.
Bullet.
To be honest, I haven't seen many of his films. The only one I've seen all the way through is his last one, The
Hunter.
Yeah, that's the only one I truly seen all the way through. I didn't grow with Steve McQueen, so I'm not the most familiar with him. Cobra for me. I would say the one in Cobra.
Yeah, I'll go with Cobra as well.
It's going to retirement, yeah.
Seriously. Yes, it does.
I don't watch any TV anymore. if I watch them, it's on YouTube. That's the new TV for me. I watch pretty much my friends' videos and maybe a random other, but that's really it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I will have to check that out. I don't know what the original film like that running time is. So that cool. Very cool. Thanks, Juno. Hey there, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Chad McQueen, yeah.
And he was another one that tried to be an action star and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because he's not his dad.
I remember thinking I thought James Woods would be in it more than he was in the remake. And I remember liking, was it Michael Madsen? I think I remember liking him in it.
I've never seen the remake.
Nope, haven't seen Moonfall. Oh, whoops. I think that was a previous question. Yeah. But we'll end it here. About 3 hours in. Thank you guys. Sorry, I'm kind of short. I got like 20% on the phone.
That's all
But,
right.
3 hours, good time either way. But yeah, still like consistent, like 66 to 70 people in here. So pretty cool. Thank you guys for coming by on this Sunday night as we're bringing the heat. But do you have any videos coming up on your channel to let anyone know?
Yeah, I will be doing some paid requests. The first Itman I'll review, and then it's a couple Korean films, and then some Jackie Chan movies. That's what's coming up next.
Very cool.
And then I'll sneak in Cobra Kai season 5, and then I'll try to sneak in Samaritan, and then we'll finish off the Dolph stuff.
Oh, shut up, computer. For me, coming up will be more requests. Some crappy films like The Pumpkin Carver with a K. Some shitty 2000s slasher film. Fire and Ice, thanks to Bob Zombie. Psycho Hobo, thanks to him. The Color of Space. Color Out of Space. Thou Shalt Not Kill Except, which is a fun, low budget soldiers versus the Manson family type. That's from 85.
Cool.
And there's one called Pig Hunts, which is interesting. Kind of like Razorback meets Deliverance meets a cult. Last film Jim Isaac did before he passed away, who did The Horror Show and Jason X. Neon Maniacs, which that'll be fun. and others. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for you guys stopping by. Take care. Be safe out there. Have a good rest of your week. And we will see you in the next video. Later.
Take her easy.